All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Good, thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to add discussion about property that a gentleman would like to donate in town.
Discuss property.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna put it.
Second.
Okay, motion made in another country heard from. Motion made and seconded to discuss property. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so now, I would say we got a full agenda now. We might not have before, but now we've got a definite full agenda, so. Public comments, anything that isn't on the agenda that anyone wants to talk about,
Are you discussing the cleaning?
when we get to it.
Yeah, so
But-
should I wait for that?
Yeah,
I'm just
it-
wondering if
No,
it's
that's-
on our...
It's on the agenda.
That's on the agenda in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so public comments. Chief, you're up.
Yeah, we're used to it. Yeah, it's not like it's anything different getting there.
Still whining in the peanut gallery, huh? Garrett?
Always. I don't make the agenda. So you'll see some on the arrest details for May. You'll see more than usual outside of the area. That was the last 2 weeks of May was the Buckle Up campaign. So anything that you see outside there with an officer working on the state highway safety funds.
I had a couple of
Questions?
citizens,
Yeah.
why were they stopping cars in
Yeah.
Arlington and Bennington and stuff? And I
And
said,
then there-
well,
and
got a
there's-
feeling it was a highway safety.
Yeah, and there were certain days that a group would be in this area.
Yep.
Yeah. And start off with that. So the Buckle Up campaign, the Winhall officers, some were on the highway safety overtime funds, some during the regular shifts, but in those 2 weeks, 216 vehicles were stopped.
By Winhall
So, yeah,
officers?
just
Holy
Winhall.
moly.
Yeah, 63 speeding tickets, 33 other tickets, and 4 criminal arrests. Looks like it was 3 excessive speeds, which is greater than 30 miles per hour over the speed limit,
Really?
and driving with a suspended license for those criminal arrests during that time. I think that was the 17th through the 31st.
Okay.
On the highway safety stuff, we did get additional funding through an amendment that I filed for this current fiscal year. Approximately $5,000 for an in-car and a handheld radar. So I'll be purchasing that. This cycle ends at the end of September, so make sure we get that done.
When you say cycle, I assume you meant a time period, not a cycle.
Yes,
Okay.
time period.
Yeah,
their
I heard
fiscal
cycle,
year-
I said, wait a minute.
Their fiscal year runs October 1st through September 30th.
Okay,
We did apply for the October 1st, 2026 fiscal year as well, and we're waiting to hear back on that one. I've spoke to you guys prior to filling that slot that's going to be vacated by Greg Eckhart. I recommend that Sean Summers, the person that we interviewed, the people that were on that committee, be hired as a police officer with an approximate start date of around July 14th. And then I can work with Lisa on benefit information and that kind of thing. We can also do a formal swearing in as well, which is kind of a...
so when is Greg getting done?
So Greg is done October 1st.
Okay.
Was kind of his date. So by the time we get through, I think it was about 16 shift, a little over a month of field training, Sean would be ready. Usually with, he's got
So
7 years of law enforcement experience.
Okay.
And
So you've already done your background checks?
Yeah. We've moved through all that.
And you guys have met him?
Yes.
I haven't. Beth and I did.
Okay.
Is it SOMMERS?
Yes,
Okay.
SOMMERS, and
Thank
Sean
you.
is SHAWN. And he's 5 years at the state police, 2 years with the police department. So plenty of experience, lives in Sunderland.
And we don't have to send him to the academy.
We don't have
No.
That's unusual. Usually we train them and then they go to the state police.
Yeah.
So do you need our just
So I
a
think as long
blessing?
as,
I mean, I think we already gave you the approval
You gave me the
to
approval,
advertise and for.
Yeah, and we've talked about it. I think ultimately it's more of a I recommend, and you guys give me the blessing. I don't know if it's a formal process or not, but we'll do the paperwork to make that formal as that time approaches.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can do it.
Do we want to make a
We can
motion
just
on
make
it?
a motion if you want.
Okay, that'd be great.
So I'll make a motion that Chief Tinkin goes ahead and hires Sean Summers with the start date of July 14th, 2026 as his full-time officer.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, guess you better get him tied up.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. So PT test was on Monday for the department. A couple of employees are going to take it as well. Al's going to take it next week as well, but that went well. Reese will be attending a narcotics investigation school in July in Williston.
Who will be?
Reese, yeah. A week long, 4 days, I believe. And then we did make an arrest today. Can get more details after tomorrow on the arraignment for the shooting that occurred in March up at Strap Mountain. So we made that arrest today.
Fantastic.
Yeah, still maybe potentially more to come with that too.
Nice.
Okay, so other than that, everything's going good?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, all good.
You're,
Still expecting Corey back by the end of the year, so
Oh, really?
it'll work out, with Greg Lee.
I didn't know just how long he was gone.
Yeah, we're thinking he'll probably be back in the States towards the end of October, and then it'll take a little bit of time and he'll be back before the end of the year. Yeah, that's what we
Cool.
anticipate.
So you'll be back up to full
Yeah, as we
speed?
get closer, I'll have a better
Okay,
date.
Cool.
All
All right.
I think we're good.
Any other questions for the chief? Hi, Teresa?
I don't really have a question, I have a comment.
Okay.
So should I make it to you? It's kind of to Derek. but,
whatever.
I just would like to offer my assistance in catching the perpetrators on the motorcycles.
So we believe we have.
As of when? Today?
No. Is it
Okay.
continuing to happen?
Well, at 10:30 last night?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They were in full force last night.
So you're gonna give her a blue, you're gonna give her a Kojak
Yeah.
clock?
I don't
like
need,
to
I've got two. I've got police and EMS, so
Okay.
I've got my own of those. I already have those. But no,
We
I
did
mean,
make
I'm,
one stop on somebody that we think probably.
I don't think that was the right one, just so you
Okay,
know.
Okay.
Because somebody gave me a lead, which I did not pass on to you, because I checked it out myself and it was not the one.
Okay. Any information you have or any help that you can give us? Appreciate it.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to call you and then I'm going to sit at the end of the road, and if nobody appears, I'm gonna not pursue, but I will follow close enough to get a license plate and
I
vehicle
would,
ID.
I would just.
I'm gonna
talk
tell
to
you that they live somewhere in the area by the length of time that
Let's
they
not try
go.
to.
I'm not gonna play
Okay,
vigilante,
nothing
don't
unsafe,
worry, I
nothing
won't do
unsafe.
that.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, I want to assist because it's been going on,
Yeah.
not for a
For a-
particular year,
for a
but
while.
last
Yeah,
summer
yeah.
and this summer.
Yeah.
And it's really, somebody's gonna get killed, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like at 10:30 last night, there's still cars on the road, even though people think that we live in a no place.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they were doing their typical wheelies, antics, speed,
Really?
yeah. Oh, you ought to see the show that goes on down there. Not on my side of the street, on the other side.
In most cases, I used to call them donor cycles, because when they start doing that, quite often it turns into a donor cycle.
I mean, I know you don't want to, get into a chase, and I'm not suggesting that you do that, but it's gone on long enough, and I know you've tried to curb it by putting officers down there, but of course, they go by once, they see you, and then they don't play the game any longer that night, but then they're
Yeah.
right back there again.
Did you know a length of pipe about that long and about an inch and a half thick if you can dart it?
Okay, we probably shouldn't put that on tape. God, she shouldn't be picking that up at the transfer station.
Thank you, Derek.
Thank you, Derek, for all your help with that.
Yep.
All right, thanks, chief, appreciate it. John Behan reached out to him, and I'm gonna call him tomorrow when we're out on the access road, because
Yes, he knows.
we're gonna have
10:30.
several
Yep.
different situations going on there.
Yeah,
so-
he's aware, yeah.
Okay. Scott? When I heard Chief say cycle, I said, what? We're gonna get motorcycles now?
Bicycles.
Bicycles, yeah.
Get moped.
Okay. So, I know we got a ton, we have all kinds of stuff on your mind. Who's the diggy, but I'll just run through quick.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Like general stuff. I talked to the line striper guy. If you go by the transfer station, you will see on the pavement, there is now a double yellow line to try to delineate what's the incoming side, what's the outgoing side, which is not the center. So nobody can go in or out.
Oh, this is going into the transfer station?
Yep, just
Okay.
on the pavement. I had talked to him, I talked to Trevor, and then I talked to him, and I was like, I think anything will help. At first, he wasn't gonna charge us anything to do it, he just wanted to do it. Trevor spoke to him and said, at least charge for the paint. I mean, holy crap, you shouldn't have to eat material. Also, we talked to him, he does do parking lot line striping, so he's gonna give me a price on this one out here, and we're gonna have the library done. Because now you have pavement right to the thing, it will behoove us to put lines there and to delineate where your handicap parking is and the striping that goes with that. I've worked with Trevor on that, and he's been in touch with the guy, so that will take place at some point.
I think the roads that he's done so far look great.
Yeah,
We can talk to him.
Huh?
We'll talk about that now, or?
No,
Yeah, yeah.
he's brought up striping, I wanna talk about it now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since
That's up to you.
But Upper Taylor Hill looks good, and Winhall Hall Road. And then he didn't do the sections where we're gonna be paving, so and he didn't do it, well, he's not gonna do the third line down the access road anyway, so. Cool.
Since I had the boys build that box I've had no bear activity this year. I've got pictures of paw prints on the doors, but I've not had any issues, and I've not had any in there, knock on wood, during the day. So I don't know, maybe they got sick of getting whacked last year.
Well, the thing is, if they can't get at anything when they are there,
Can't get in,
that discourages them.
there's nothing.
I've seen 2 bears within half a mile of here in the last 3 days.
Yeah. I actually have pictures of, like you can see his paw prints on one, and right there, like where he tried to, the work, but he didn't get
Good.
in. Meg, I, and Deb, we had a meeting with a credit card guy and his system. I don't think that's the one for us, because it literally, you have to input everything in the computer, and then the computer sends it to the reader, then they swipe, then I ain't got time for all that shit, I really don't. If I had somebody that just sat there full-time and their only thing was to do that, beautiful.
How many people do you have?
Quite a
That-
few.
that
We're not gonna give up on it. We mentioned a couple different things to Deb, maybe some other things we could look at, because quite a few people do.
A lot of people don't carry
They don't
cash.
carry cash
I
anymore. It just,
prefer cash.
that particular system, it's quite cumbersome.
Would a lot of the people who want to use a credit card, do they mention Venmo?
Well, so that was one of the
That.
things that we did bring up to her, was like, what about something like Venmo?
Mhm.
Things to look into that are a little different, a little easier, because the way that, like I said, the way that one worked is you have to, so you give them the total, and you have to give them the total plus the 3% surcharge. Well, I've got one person that's not particularly math savvy, and I can see that going very straight downhill, and you know who I'm talking about, Stuart. And then you have to input all that into the computer, what they're getting, and if they're getting multiple things, you gotta break it all out, because there's no drop-down menu that gives you, And by the time we were said and done, and I was just like, this would be functional in the summer, where you're medium to semi-slow. Absolutely not in the wintertime. I don't have that kind of time. So we kind of, then Deb and Meg and I spoke by ourselves, and we brought up, you know, we need something, but we need something a little less cumbersome than
You
that.
need something, when you start the thing, you can just put in the amount and slide the card and be done.
Yeah.
You can't make an invoice for
Yeah,
each
which is-
person.
Right, which is basically what you have to do.
Right,
You have
that's,
to create it in the computer, and then it sends it to the reader.
yeah.
So is this a QuickBooks system?
No, the guy, Julie, this guy, it's his own system that he has designed and has out there. And yeah, for him, it was simple, but he sits in front of a computer all day.
Yeah. They make it
I
look
mean,
real easy when they're.
I'm lucky to get through a day without launching the printer out into the yard, so.
So I assume that we use like Brattleboro Savings and Loan or something to that effect, right?
Uh,
Or whatever bank it may be.
No, I think we're the bank is in
M&T.
Manchester.
Okay, so they should be able to
No,
give
it's
you,
not M&T, it's Community Bank.
okay, so somebody should talk to the bank themselves, because they have the machines as well, that
Yeah,
there's
that's-
less fees if you go through the bank. Sorry,
That's
that
what
was
we,
the.
yeah, that's what we had conveyed to Debbie.
Okay.
She's a treasurer, I mean.
Yes, no, so I would
Let's look
recommend
at some
that.
other
Yeah.
options, something a little bit easier.
But they should have the
because
little machines and
Holy
everything.
moly, that one was not, so we're still looking on that.
Yeah.
We will need to in the future, and it is not gonna be tomorrow, and it's not gonna be next month, or it may not be next year. Our metal boxes that we house the compost in, the tires, and the mattresses, the floors are gone.
I saw that the other day when I almost fell through it.
Yep. I have to keep covering them up, patching them over, putting dirt grass. So my thought is, instead of doing that, because you're gonna have the same thing, is to, what we should have is a pole barn structure. Because here's what I found with the mattresses, and I wondered if this wasn't what was gonna happen, and in fact it did. So the mattresses, we know we can't store on the ground anymore because of their classification. So I stuck them in that one metal bin. Now the problem is you have to put the machine in order to get them out, because some of them are heavy. I ain't tugging on them, because that's just a workers'
No.
comp claim
Yeah.
gonna happen. So you have to set the machine way over to get the boom way down, to reach in there to get a hold of them, to pull them out. Not handy at all. We need something that the front is higher. And something like a pole barn setup where you could literally house those three things: your compost, your tires, and your mattresses.
So are you planning, the problem is you have to have a floor on it.
Well, so, if you remember, Stuart, underneath the two boxes that are there are two cement pads. The third pad is kind of in the parking area, so there are,
So that would qualify?
yeah, there are
Okay.
partial pads under there that if we line this up right, because the tires don't have to be, so your tires don't have to be on or on cement. So if we lined it up correctly, the compost would be setting basically on one pad, so the favorite critters can't dig up through to get it. And then your mattresses would be setting on the other pad.
So you're gonna have to make it an enclosed structure in order to keep the bears
Yeah,
out.
I mean, the compost definitely, because that's why we moved to that bin, was because we can shut that door and we can lock it at night, they can't get in there. So that part of it, most definitely, we would have to come up with a way. The others, I mean, they don't bother mattresses and the tires because I don't have that lock. Like I said, I gather enough plywood that people drop off. I just keep throwing it on the floor, and the one I've actually filled with gravel. But I would say within the next 2 years, we need to move to something
Mhm.
that's a little,
Well,
and to have those boxes refloored, I mean, it's just,
yeah,
is foolish.
I mean, what does a box cost?
One of those right now will run you between $6,000 and $8,000.
Really?
They used to be 4,500 to 5, not anymore. I think the garbage one that we bought, I think that one was about 12 grand. Because it has that door on it, but it's basically.
So why don't
$40
you, I would suggest, why don't you get some more information for us? Come up with some
That's-
guidelines as to how big you're talking.
That's kind of what I was gonna do, is just kind of start working on something to
Yep.
try to figure out like what we can do,
Mhm.
right? What makes the most sense there. And that's like a future thing down.
Well, we can't put it off too long. We
Not
got-
too long, but
because-
like I said, it doesn't need to happen, and I only say that because after, looking at the budget and what'll be left in the municipal reserve fund, where it is gonna take you some time, because we're gonna draw that right down to about nothing. So, but I can start.
We can get plans together and try to get something together for next summer. I don't think realistically we'll be able to get it built this summer, the way things are going.
No, and I can
We just gotta get
still-
some projects done.
And I can still kind of work with what I got,
Excuse me, Scott, how big are those boxes?
They're 40 yard enclosed, so they gotta be.
Must be
I think
25
they're
feet long.
25 to 30 feet long, and I think they're 7 feet on the floor, because they gotta be narrower than 8 in order to go on the truck, so yeah, probably something of that nature. The problem is the height of them, it's just not enough door height. That's great. Everything else is going pretty good. So, other than busy, oh my God, are we busy? Jesus.
Really?
I asked Beth today if she had a lot of houses that were selling, and she said yes, because that's what it is. I mean, people just bringing stuff in, oh my
They're
God.
cleaning houses out.
Oh, yeah. That's, you can usually tell when a house is going up for sale just by how frequently the people come in and kind of what they start bringing in. And I've had 3 or 4 that's been pretty regular on what they're bringing in, and it's like, I bet they're selling their houses. So,
There are several houses I've seen in the area that have a congratulations to a BBA graduate
yeah.
and a sales sign beside it.
Yeah.
I've seen those too.
When they come to the station and they say, oh, we're new, we just bought a house, and I always say, oh, my condolences. Just welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right, so the facilities, as you can see, Deb's office is well underway, pretty much headed into the done zone. The outside of this building, I have been in contact with Ray a couple different times about why are we so close to the finish line, and it just seems like we're not crossing it. I've not really gotten any real answer. I did have that conversation with you today, Stuart, which I think is a big part of why. I think there is a certain amount of sour grapes that has happened since he didn't get the library roof bid, because he's spoke both to myself and to Stuart. I won't speak to Stuart's conversation with him, but my conversation with him. And I think, but I have reminding him that dragging your feet's not really, let's just get it done. You're close, you're this close. I'll continue to see if I can push him.
They're at least starting to, they had some rock over on that end. Then I had a couple people today tell me, well, if we're thinking about doing something for the police station, why should we finish that end of the building? I said, it's gonna be 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, 'cause
We gotta get it finished, we
Yeah,
can't leave it
yeah.
open. But they at least fixed the rot, because they had some rotten,
Which doesn't surprise me with the no overhangs on the roof line.
and gutters.
Yeah.
We won't have any
Yeah.
gutters, so at least it can flow freely.
Yep.
Then you had those trees right there too.
Yeah, that don't let anything dry out.
Yeah, we solved those tree problems.
Mhm.
We had a new alarm panel put in the new town garage. What we found is, so on your fire alarms, you have the main panel and you have the little panel, they call that the annunciator, the one that makes all the racket. The annunciator, because of the damp moisture in that garage, it literally fried that enunciator. But in order to put in a new enunciator of a better quality, whoops, me, they also had to put in a new main panel, which I do know now, Trevor, how to, and I'll show you guys. You have to actually open that main panel up and you hit a button that says ACK, which is acknowledges that there's a trouble and allows you to silence it.
So is there still a problem with the system?
Yep, because we had a thunderstorm. Every time we have a thunderstorm, something happens to the telephone line and it won't send a test signal for usually 1 to 2 days.
So at least it doesn't come at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nope, well, and all it is what it does is it just can't send its test signal. So it'll always
Because
say
we've been
comm
through that
failure.
before,
Right.
where it was calling us at 3 o'clock.
And now I've actually got them so they understand that you get a hard thunderstorm, this is what happens. It's what happens. It's what's been happening since I've been there. For whatever reason, a bad thunderstorm, both those garages up there will have a comm failure. They won't be able to send their test signal. Sends every 24 hours, it will send the signal. It won't be able to send it and it trips the box.
So-
The other one that does it's the library.
Who is the
Comcast.
phone, it's Comcast phone lines?
Yeah. They know about it.
So is our internet Comcast or is it Xfinity up there?
Are you talking about consolidated?
Yeah, I'm sorry, consolidated.
I was
Okay.
like, Comcast.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
all right, so our phone lines up there are consolidated and that's what we're having problems with.
It's something in the phone lines, just like at the library, it's in the phone line. It's in the interface box there, you can see it.
Is the library consolidated or Comcast?
I think
There's no, Comcast is at fire department only.
Okay, all right. Well, hopefully we can get it straightened out.
None of the phone companies, I'll be honest with you. None of the phone companies really give a shit.
Right. And we still got low wires around, haven't we? I've measured several wires that if a tractor trailer drives through, it's coming down. We have low hanging wires and the letter we had you send to them, just, they didn't care.
They don't care.
They come and fix it when it breaks a pole.
They do not care.
No.
They don't care.
But the problem is, there was one guy on Upper Taylor Hill, they probably put that guy out of business because those wires were low and he caught it with a perfectly legal over-the-road tractor. He probably lost his business as a result. It tore the top of his cab of an over-the-road truck off,
Oh, that's right, I remember that, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then there was that box truck at Spencer's
Yep.
last
And
summer.
luckily-
Same thing as last summer,
Yeah.
same thing, yeah.
Yep, yep.
So it's,
Have we got a height stick? Have you got we don't have a height stick? Oh, I'd almost like to get one so that we could, because we've got some really low wires. And there are a lot of deliveries coming now with a over-the-road truck that goes into a development or whatever, and it's gonna take stuff down.
Scott, what's your pleasure on the video cameras and enable and
So.
not paying them until they respond to you,
Yeah,
or how would you like
that's
to
my
handle
last
that?
thing on my list.
Okay,
So they still have not fixed the camera on the end of the building that points to the burn pit. I recently have received a bill from them. I'm not gonna pay it. I don't suggest we pay it. If we pay the bill, we have no recourse with them. So I called today. I didn't get anybody. I'm gonna try to call again tomorrow and say, you're not getting your money until, you need to do something with it. If I can't get them to budge, I'm coming to you guys.
because they're under contract for you as well, right?
Right.
Yes.
They have a contract for so much service each, but we've been fiddly-farting around with this camera now for
2
3
months?
months.
Yeah, no, that's
I
ridiculous.
worked there all one day with the guy, farting around with it. And we got it to work down at the box, and the minute he put it back up, it worked for 40 minutes, and then it went right back out. I don't care what you gotta do.
So if we gotta replace the wire from the
Doesn't matter.
patch,
Whatever
from
they
the
gotta
patch
do,
panel over to that,
they
let's do
gotta
it.
do.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Something
The
is
rest of
wrong.
the system, we don't have any wireless ones, right?
Yes, we
You
have
do?
one. We have
One?
one on the cardboard. So you have one camera that's literally inside the cardboard packer that bridges right to the 4-bay
Okay.
antenna.
But other than that,
Other than
they're
that,
all
no.
hardwired.
Everything's
So there shouldn't be a
hardwired.
problem with them.
No, shouldn't
This
be.
is not rocket science.
No, and the thing, when we took that camera down and literally took it into the switch box and plugged it in, and I had the feed on my phone, and I went, oh, it's working. Then we put it
So it's
back
not
up.
the camera then.
It's not the
So
camera.
we gotta replace the wire from one end to the other. This is not,
They found 2 ports on the switch box that weren't good, but there's a gazillion ports on here. So what, 2 aren't working, you got 37 other ones, plug into a different one. And then we put it back up, it was working. It's about 40 minutes after he
he probably
left,
got
I
back to, he
decided
probably got
to,
back to Bennington.
I decided to check it, and I went, well, son of a bitch, it isn't working again.
Okay.
And I immediately called, and they, oh, you know, we'll figure it out, we'll figure it out. Well, yeah, Christmas is coming too. So that's where we're at with that. I didn't get anybody today, which is not unheard of, because if,
So maybe we should send an email so we actually have paper trail of like they're not responding.
well, it's not that they don't they respond, but they don't do anything.
Well, that same thing, they're not coming, they're not fixing it.
So
It's- I don't know what the
they
problems are.
they probably did not install the wire.
They did not, because that wire was, no, some of those cameras were not there, Stuart. We added when we.
We didn't have a camera system in the
Uh,
garage when we put it in
So we
service.
did have that one.
We did?
That one was there from the previous.
Oh,
But
okay,
we
so,
didn't-
so you mean it's an old wire then?
Yeah, and they already said that the wire, like the wire that you can see that they use, yeah, it works, but there's better nowadays.
Okay, excuse me.
I was just gonna
just-
suggest to, maybe you could have an electrician check the wire, and then
Well,
tell them you're gonna charge.
It's not really an electrician, it's a Cat 6 and
Well,
communications.
Right, but they can test that the wire is actually valid.
Just so can the alarm company.
What's that?
The
So,
alarm company can too.
Yeah.
so
well,
I think we gotta
but if
just
you have to
get
somebody else, I was just saying,
somebody to
if you get somebody else.
put a
in
new
there,
wire
kind
in
of
there,
try
because
to
if it works at the switch panel and it doesn't work out there, then we've got 50 feet of wire that's in the way.
You know, regardless, it just is a matter of like, just fix it.
But yeah, we're
Just fix
paying
it.
them.
I don't give a shit, just fix
Let's
it.
get, and if we have to hire somebody to run new wire, we run new wire and get it over with.
And I have brand new wire, sitting right in the 4-bay, because I always like to keep, I have a roll with their wire there.
Okay.
In case because we, in-house, we put the conduit in from the swap shop side back to the Newtown garage and down to the 4-bay. We ran all the new wire ourselves, and then they just came and hooked it up.
Yeah, okay.
So I have their roll of wire there.
I would say I've run a couple thousand feet of that wire in projects I've done. Sounds to me like a wiring problem. I think we get a new wire in, get it over with, and I think we'll solve our problem. This should not be going on this long. But anyways, all right, see what you can do. Let us know what you need from that.
Yep.
All right.
And beyond that, the only other thing are the bids and stuff that we have for the different things.
Do you wanna talk about?
Yeah, I mean, we might as well move right into them. Laura's here waiting, so.
So do we have 2 bids on the furnace?
Yep. So we have
Can we talk
one,
about that for just a minute?
yep, so we have one from Burr Snow, 175,000 BTU furnace, be connected, existing plumbing, ductwork, installation of exterior chimney is recommended, because he doesn't like the power venter. Add approximately 1,000 if power venting is required. Price is subject to change with current material cost, all electrical work not included. He came in at $8,500.
He handwrites his proposal, so we would do a contract, but he did say that he would remove the existing. Because
Yeah.
there's another, all of that kind of stuff.
Now, we would also cut off all ductwork that goes to your office.
There is none.
There is none now? Okay,
That's been deleted.
when it was renovated,
That was
because that was what we were trying to
Yep.
heat your office with,
Yep.
and that didn't
There,
work out so
none of
well.
that goes.
Okay, fine.
Irving, basically, it's basically the same. Irving proposes to remove and dispose of the old heating system and install a new Regal 175,000 BTU oil furnace with a match set Beckett oil burner. We will be reusing the old power venter that is currently on site, placing the new furnace in the same location as the old unit. All adaptations needed to hook into the building supply and return ductwork, firematic safety valve, miscellaneous brass fittings, closed unit wiring, exhaust vent material, the power venter, all work to be performed and completed, and their price was $10,790. So you have a difference of $2,290. It won't be quite that much because we'll have, with Burr, we'll have to pay for the electrical to be done.
Which shouldn't be a big deal in
Shouldn't be
that
a lot.
furnace because
It's one wire.
it's one set of wires.
One wire, one power wire and one thermostat wire. The only thing is like we did talk with Burr about an exterior chimney. That's why we have a power venter, because it just dumps out the side of the building. There's no chimney to create a draft. You know it's gonna have to be metal asbestos. They don't call it that anymore, the dirt vent. The last of that, I mean, you're probably looking at a chimney that's gonna run you between $4,000 and $5,000 on the cheap side. This is the last.
So he
time.
doesn't like power venters?
No, because it's like one more thing, but the honest part of it is that power venter has now been in operation for probably 15, 18 years with no issues with it.
Yeah, you better try over here. The way that building's set up, it would be a big deal, because we'd have to, because we don't want it to come out under the eaves.
No, it
We'd
has
have
to,
to,
it's where it dumps now is out the end wall,
Mhm.
where it just comes through the wall is right there. The biggest problem on that end of the building is in the winter time, because the wind blows the snow on the roof. I've seen overhangs on the end of that roof, 6-8 feet from where it just blows it, and it just kind of builds up, and literally sticks out that far. That could cause somewhat of an issue. It would have to be braced back really well, and the other thing is, you and I know, that's a rubber membrane roof up there.
Mhm.
Any intrusions into that roof,
We don't want to do that.
you really don't want to do that, because
It's holding up well so far.
it will cut the 25-year warranty on it, because that was part, I went and looked, that's part of the warranty, is that you don't make any holes in that.
What limited experience I got, I think we stay with the power vent.
I mean, yeah, I
If
get
if it creates a problem later, we
I
upgrade
get
it to a chimney.
But, for right now, and then the other thing is too, is at some point, we're gonna have the end of the building redone. So, pop up a brand new, and then you're gonna have to take it down and do something and this or that or whatever else, and I mean, the power venter works. I've never had to monkey with the power venter. Honest, yes, a power venter? No. I've never had to fool with that power venter. But even if you tack that on, Burr still comes in at $9,500 with Irving at
Now,
10.
our policy is if it's over 10 grand, we had to put it out to bid, but we've been asking people to give us bids. We finally got 2 to give us bids.
Right.
Is this gonna
And I
qualify?
had to hound Irving
Right.
to get me this because he kept saying, well, I'm waiting to see the availability of the furnace. Well, what the hell's it got to do with the price of it? It doesn't. I need the price of it. That's all I need, just give me the price.
So do you guys feel that we have fulfilled our obligation as far as the
The bidding for the procurement?
the bidding solution? We've gotten 2 bids, but we've been trying to do this for a number of years, haven't we, Scott? And we haven't been able to get anybody to,
Yeah, I mean, I've had companies tell me that you had to do it with 2 because they didn't make one big enough, and I've had other
well,
companies.
we got to remember, this building does not have to be up to room temperature. This is a
50
storage building
50 degrees.
that doesn't have to be, it's just enough that our equipment, we can put it, we may have to put a fire truck in there eventually.
Well, and like we have supplies for the station, they can't freeze,
Right,
so I
but,
mean, that's.
but it doesn't have to be at
No.
65, 70
It's usually
degrees.
45 to 50,
So-
depending on the temperature.
And now we've got 2 or 3 walls repaired.
Yeah, we've got 2
So-
completely redone,
and
the
the-
roof is redone. We really only have the one end one and the front one, which is basically doors. There's really no wall to the front
Okay.
one. It's just doors.
Yep.
And this is coming out of the municipal reserve.
Yep, so I ran numbers. I had Debbie give me current balance on the reserve fund. And then I took what we've paid Walker for this, what we're gonna have to pay Walker to finish this off. The library roof, out of that, we'll have a balance of about 14,000 to take this furnace out. We are gonna run it right dry, so we'll be okay as long as we don't have some sort of catastrophe over the summer. You'll just have to borrow money or something.
But this has
But
been a thorn in your side for years, this furnace. I mean,
yeah,
I have no problem with going ahead with one of the 2 bids, so we can get it
You said
fixed.
Burr?
yeah, burst snow.
So,
Where's he from?
he's in Arlington.
Okay, so do you guys, can I get a motion on, then we can really discuss it? And can somebody make a motion or not? There's no
I'll
one
make a
on it.
motion to consider the 2 bids that are on the table for getting the generator repaired before they.
Generator?
Sorry,
What's a
furnace.
What's wrong with
Generator.
generator?
Sorry.
Geez,
I know, I apologize.
I second what she said.
Let's do
Whichever
the,
one's right.
let's do the furnace, let's not worry about generator.
The furnace.
So, motion made and seconded to consider these bids. I would recommend we accept Burr's bid. Is there any other discussion? Any questions now? I'm sorry, we probably should have done that before.
Not looking at them, because normally we look at all of them unless I miss them.
He just basically read them, so.
That's okay, that's fine. Do you think that,
I, whichever one, I mean, I think one is just as good as the other, and why spend the extra money?
okay, that's,
You know?
yep.
Teresa,
So you're gonna have to hire an electrician to do the electrical,
which is,
and which is you have
2 hours.
a difference of like $22.90 or something,
yeah.
and you think you can do the electrical for that?
Oh, I mean, we're basically talking a power wire and a thermostat wire.
That's it.
I mean,
Pretty straightforward.
yeah, this is not a
So you don't
rewire.
need to get a bid on that portion?
No,
To
no,
be sure
this
you
is,
stay within the range?
oh yeah.
So this is Scott's been
Double check.
doing things to keep it going.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Was there
have no doubt of, yeah.
Oh, I wanna look at
That's okay, I was just.
Was there something else?
No, that was
Okay,
it. Thank you.
no, I think that should be an hour call-out thing, it should not be a big deal.
Yeah.
So do you want me to make a motion for you to hire Burr, for us to hire Burr? Snow.
That's what you're fine to go with, yeah.
All right,
Great. I just want to get it replaced. I don't want issues going into the winter, or in the
Okay.
winter.
motion was,
The only problems we would have is if for some reason 7-Eleven ran out of chewing gum.
Right.
okay. I can have him get another load.
Sorry, I do have another question.
Okay,
Warranty with it? Is there, the warranty with it?
yeah. We'll probably, we can specify that in the contract to make sure
I don't
that
know.
it has.
I mean, I don't know what the
Does,
typical warranty.
does Irving say anything about it?
Was just checking, so
can ask for,
Yeah,
and
they
he
don't,
handwrites very simply.
I'm sure it's a normal workman, but we can specify that in the contract.
And especially if you're having somebody else do the electrical, that's all I'm thinking about, does it validate?
That's, yeah, I don't, that I'm not worried about, but, thank you.
I'm the question lady.
I do this all the time.
Yeah. So
You don't have to
we
answer
can,
any
we
questions.
confirm that
So
up.
I would make a, did you?
I
She made a motion.
I'm waiting for a second, I think,
Oh,
still.
okay, second. I was gonna say, can we make a motion that if the, that we will plan to go with Burr, and if there's some concern with a warranty, then we can,
We'll have to make sure
Revisit
that there is
yeah, make sure
some
there's something.
written warranty that,
It's probably.
I assume it's a normal
Yeah.
workmanship
It's brand-
warranty as
brand
far
new.
as the,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
assume that the furnace has probably a 5-year warranty.
Right. Yeah.
Warranty
And-
on it.
Yeah.
We're
I'll second
assuming
your motion.
that,
Thank
Remember
you.
the windows earlier this year, you guys?
Yeah.
Julie had to scan the QR code, so I'm just reminding you.
Mhm.
okay. All right, motion made and
Fair
seconded.
point.
Is there any other discussion? All in favor of hiring Burr to replace the furnace and pull the contract together? Say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Cool. Go warn, hopefully. All right.
Whatever it
Uh,
takes.
We have the cleaning.
Yep, I think that's next thing on the agenda.
It's right here.
Can I see that?
Yep, oh, it's this one.
Oh, you want to read it up? Well, I don't know, has Scott got it?
Yeah, he's-
Okay, he's got it,
got
okay.
Wow.
We only had one person come to the pre-bid on the cleaning, just so everybody knows.
Oh, and the cleaning we did as well? only
Yeah.
one
Yeah, only
person?
one person. I have it right here. Do you have it, Scott?
I do have on my email stuff. I thought I printed it.
I have to have it on a bigger screen then.
I don't really want that.
Scott, you want to look at this so you can read it better? There isn't big writing. Here, why don't you give that to him so he doesn't have to squint?
Actually, I can't see with my glasses or without them, so. Yeah, this was what she had given before, right?
That's
So-
what we just got.
Yeah.
Who's she?
Basically what she was
Renata Sawyer.
Is that the one who's been doing it right along?
Yeah.
Yeah, the business is SVT.
Okay, so is this meet what we had decided for, I mean, we pulled the fire department back. We don't need them in there nearly as much,
Switch the library to every other week.
okay? And is the,
And the
what
town
about
garage as
the,
well?
Yeah.
the town and garage we pulled back also, is that correct?
Yeah. My only concern is they don't do any dusting at all, like our baseboards and our electric is awful. So I guess I would just like her to be aware that we'll be checking. She had told me when we were on the pre-bid that she cleans the vent in Trevor's bathroom. It was obvious that that hadn't really been done for a long time. The same with the lights at the library, the big antique globe lights. I happened to get up on a chair with my white glove. I couldn't get the glove to slide across the top of the light because the dust was so old.
The toilet was not.
And the
clean.
toilet was brown. Other than that, the library looked fantastic. Those ladies keep it sparkly themselves, like everything's tidy over there.
So-
The toilet being brown is a result of some water.
Is it the water?
It's been that way for a long, long time.
Okay.
And I don't think it's worth putting a
Yeah, these
water
remember that
conditioner
long,
system in.
fair
We don't drink
amount.
What doesn't have iron in it in the area and
Yeah,
et cetera? I mean, you can speak for that more than I can, but,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
So-
everything we had has iron oxide in it.
I guess I just want them to be a little bit more detail orientated. Also, using a clean mop head. The mop head in the closet downstairs is so disgusting, it should be burned. So I think every time they come, especially since they're mopping a bathroom, that should not be used on other floors such as the entry, or do the entries and the stairs first and then the bathroom and then get rid of the mop head.
So is that a replaceable mop head?
Yes.
I
Okay.
was just thinking, like, I know some of the caretakers, like, they would have sign-in sheets in houses to make sure that,
You checked everything.
right.
Then you
they
initial
check
it.
Everything and initial it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we could create something like that, you know, does it make them do it, who knows, but if we had something like that. and
If
they
they at
had
least
to
check it
initial
off.
Then we went in and went, hey,
Yep. The,
Accountability.
yeah, so the other thing is, last week I cleaned the cleaning closet. Scott agreed that we need to lower that shelf that's in there because no one can reach it. And when we cleaned it off, it had trash up on the top. It had recycling bottles. I mean, it had crap up there. It had
And the one,
downstairs, yeah. So,
was there another question, Teresa, or
No,
did
no,
I didn't?
I didn't have my hand at this time.
Well, all right, but I thought I missed you for a second.
No, thank you though.
so I think the checklist, Scott, is
That
good
gives me
because
one back.
then we have accountability that they're actually doing
that's
things.
what I'm thinking, because if they initial it, oh yeah, we did that.
I mean, if you look in the entry downstairs, even though the screens were in that corner, it's obvious that and I didn't clean it on purpose so you could see it. It's obvious that that floor has not been cleaned for an extremely long time.
Okay, so,
I'm just trying to write now.
Yeah.
no, it's okay. So have you guys read the revised, and is that okay with you guys, the way it's revised?
Yeah, I'm not in the buildings, so yes.
Well, you are tonight.
But Laura's
No, well, I mean, we can go over what it says at the community center, we haven't touched that one yet, but the ones that we were gonna pull back on, that we don't need them there every week, there's just no point in being firehouse every week.
I think that we've covered that.
Okay,
for
so
sure, yeah.
what about the community center? Could you read that one off, Scott?
Says 2 people, approximately 4 hours total per week, scheduled once weekly, 175 a week. Is what
Is
she
garbage
has.
removal,
What's that?
is garbage removal a part of that?
Yeah, because we didn't know there was a lease until you told us there was a lease.
So it
Well, you
wasn't-
guys gave me the lease, so. not
Well,
yet.
I know, but,
Yeah, but we didn't know that, the new board here didn't know there was one. Well, part of us.
and I got too many projects for me to be reading the leases to try to remember them.
And it wasn't on the previous cleaning contract, so we wouldn't have known that
Right.
they
It
did that.
doesn't really make sense that the trash wouldn't be taken, but if it's taken from every other
Yeah.
building. But thank you for
Yeah,
putting that
so-
back in.
so I think we should have one of those checklists, Scott, at all the cleaning points.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I wrote.
So
down.
can I make the checklist for our building and
Yeah, you-
laminate it so they can,
I think if you send it to Scott, and then we can make sure that they're fairly uniform and all the things are on there that we need, and then, yeah, if you want to laminate it, that's
If
fine.
you can start that list, that's perfect.
so that's what I do when somebody uses the building. You know, they have a private event, I have a checklist that's laminated with a marker. So they can, and then I just wipe it off and the next people
Oh,
that
it's
come in.
use like a grease pen or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Teresa?
I just had a question, Laura brought up about the trash down there, and it's picked up at every other building as well?
Well, Steve takes the trash from the fire department and brings it here.
Steve,
But I-
oh yeah.
Yeah, but I would think that if you had a special event, Laura, where you were gonna have food sitting for a couple days before they came, that someone could just bring it up and put it in the
Or
dumpster
that could be
out
on your
back.
checklist that it has to be removed. I know when I've rented buildings
Oh,
As in the
no,
back,
when they
yeah.
have their own
Yeah.
function, but, you know, we do
on a
the
regular
the
basis,
community
yeah.
luncheon is a Thursday and they come on Friday, so
Friday,
nothing
right.
sits.
So what about the other buildings? And you mentioned about the firehouse, but what about the other buildings, the trash?
Trevor, I believe, takes his garbage over, don't you?
You should be able to take it over.
And
And just to clarify, there was some scuttlebutt going around about the cleaning up there on how they do take the trash out. That is nothing we've ever asked them to do. There's been times that they just did it on their own.
Because
So just
that's
to
what
be,
the audit told us, that they would go in there, any dishes that were in the sink, they would wash them and clean the microwave. We said, you don't have to do that, we're capable of doing that ourselves. And we are capable of dealing with the recycling and the trash ourselves. They're the ones that started doing it. It was never
Yeah.
asked of them to do it. They started doing it, oh, that's part of what we do, blah, 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 blah. That's how that got started. It wasn't
Yeah,
us
I-
being lazy or asking them to do it.
No, I
Renata
said to
it was
her,
part of the service.
I said to her at the pre-bid that she should not be doing people's eating dishes, like, that's not part of what we're paying you for.
But that is what
Yeah.
the original.
She can come down to my house once in a while, my wife's
Yeah.
That's what
I just wanted to clarify that, that was nothing that we asked them to do.
No, I didn't
We
figure
didn't
it
know
was.
what their scope of work was. It was just, they were good at Ziploc.
Well, now it's more out in the open, we know what
Absolutely,
it
I
is.
just wanted to make
Because
sure there wasn't
we didn't talk,
something-
we didn't talk about it before, it was, we had a hard time finding somebody to even do it. Seems like last time, did we only have one bid?
Yes.
Before,
Yeah,
I'll be just a second, Laura, I'm not ignoring you.
the important thing to remember too is, you know, at one point, 3 days of the week, there's 7 of us using that bathroom. Because there's 4 highway, 3 transfer station. And that,
Three.
but now that's been adjusted because, well, now,
Yeah.
there used to be 4. And
So-
there used to be 3. So that's kind of why the frequency was the way it was, because it was getting a lot more use, but now highway's down to 3. I only have 3
So-
days.
May I make a suggestion about the bathroom at the transfers, at the garage? I argued with this with Marcel, because I first came on when the building was still under construction. I said, what about a divider between the toilet and the urinal? Don't need it, he says, we're not gonna do it. Well, we have 6 or 7 people that use that facility, and sometimes it might overlap. I think there should be a divider between the two, so that
Is there a urinal
a
in there
little
now?
bit,
Yeah.
there's a urinal
Oh,
there.
I guess I didn't see
So
it.
that there's a little bit of privacy. Personally, I mean, I don't use it very often, but once in a while I get up that end of town, I will scoot in there and do what I gotta do.
I have places on the other side of the station.
You what? So,
I use a good outdoor lotion.
well, I understand that, but it's just, if we, I mean, if it's not a problem, I mean, you guys are a third of the people who use it, but it just seems to me like if you're gonna have a two-hole, you might as well have a divider between it so that you don't have to sit there and talk to your neighbor.
Chances are, I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but when I go in to use the bathroom, I lock the door because I had the cleaning lady walk in on me one day there, so.
Well, I gotta film the rest of the guys and say, I'm not going in there, Scott's in there.
No,
But-
actually, I warn them when I'm headed.
Okay, well, whatever, if it's not a problem, I just felt it should have been put in when it was
You know
built.
what we could do, I mean, and Trevor, we could just ask Kenny, Dusty, Meg, what do you think?
Yep.
This that was brought up, do you guys have an issue with it? Are you okay with it the way it is?
Okay,
Good idea.
I just,
Yep, so
See what the consensus is.
so I make a motion that we accept Renata's,
I got one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I just wanted to make a suggestion. Beth, when something's not done properly at the center, I take a picture.
Yep.
And I send it to Renata, and she's on it. She's even personally come in the next day to fix things, so.
it's just,
She should
like,
be doing what's on the
well,
list.
she should be inspecting it herself, she's the one, that's her business.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have to go around with a
Well,
white glove and double
I don't
check.
think she's gonna follow her workers around and make sure they did it, but
Well,
but
no,
she's
but
on
she's gotta
top
be
of it.
a little bit responsible.
Yes.
It
which-
was obvious
she is.
that the vent at Trevor's place had not ever been,
Yeah.
probably ever been cleaned. And we were standing underneath it when she
Yeah.
told me it was, so,
You know, we all go in there and smoke.
yeah, I
I
figured.
know, we figured.
So, Tammy's got it. Oh,
Just an FYI, if you install stalls or dividers in that bathroom, you're probably also messing with the handicap accessibility piece.
Yeah, you
So
have
you-
to make sure you're front of
Well-
the way.
So you'll want to make sure that
Yeah, I mean, we'll make sure it's large size. Stacy.
So, if they're supposed to be spending 2 hours at the town garage, I can only assume that the reason that they were cleaning the kitchens and the microwaves is to use up that 2-hour time slot, because there's not really much more to do there.
I don't see how you can spend 2 hours in there.
Well, that's what which is fine, but if they find extra things to do, then I would give them a little bit of credit for that, I'll say.
So should we drop that one down to, they're on there for 2 hours?
It says 2
Scott.
hours total.
Oh,
Oh, you're right, no,
2 hours
okay,
total,
yep.
that's 2 people,
One-
1 hour.
1 hour,
hour.
I apologize, I misread it. But either way, maybe they're coming up with things to do.
so, are we good now?
All right, so we have a
Okay.
motion to,
I didn't really.
You didn't make
no,
one yet?
Not fully, no.
Okay,
So
go
I
ahead.
make a motion that we accept Renata's cleaning bid with adding the checklist at the buildings so that we have verification that certain things have been done.
I second.
motion made and seconded, any other discussion on the cleaning bid for the town buildings? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Lisa, I assume you'll drop that contract? Yep, okay, perfect.
Thank you. So
When- I think
you
it's
guys
1
will
year.
coordinate on the list, you'll try to come up with some ideas with Scott on it, and maybe he'll end up using your ideas for the rest of them. But he may be a list-making machine there, so,
Uh,
Yeah, I'm working on it over here being honest.
okay.
Scott, can I have, when you're done with that cleaning bid, can I have that back?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
All
thanks.
right, so, do
Can I
we,
make a recommendation about the checklist? Just do one checklist, and if it isn't applicable to that building, they just don't check it. You know what I mean? Don't, try not to make more work for yourselves.
No.
Because I assume it will become an addendum to the contract. Yes? No?
Believe me, I don't make more work for myself.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
so
Yeah.
So you're not trying to
let's
get down three different checklists.
let's try to drop a list and make it so it'll work for all of us.
Yeah.
We'll put it on Laura to get
Okay.
it over to us right away, and we'll work backwards.
All right, thank you. Should we do it then?
Yeah.
Well, let's just, we must do this cemetery wall.
Okay, so, we have, since you're still sitting there in that seat, this is under cemetery.
Good.
We, we had one proposal
Yep, from
after our meeting. Go ahead.
Jamie Dungfelder, who owns Artisan Wolf LLC, based out of Danby. And he came in with a total price, and this is including the U-shape in the center of the cemetery, the fixing the gate. We tried to fix the gate, it needs more work than what Trevor and I were doing, and the bolt broke off. And to fix the stone wall in the very front,
On both sides of
on
the,
both sides. And I do have renderings of his final work, if anybody wants to see that hasn't seen it.
have you seen it? I thought it was pretty good.
I did too.
Yeah, it looks very good.
I-
My only thing on the gate, I think the gate needs to be wide enough that if you have to put a vehicle through it. Because when we had the graves filled,
Yeah.
when they sunk.
Because that whole stone wall's falling down.
What's his
It
last
tacked
name?
on about $5,000.
Dungfelder.
Because it was not
D-U-N-G-F-E-L.
So they had to take all the dirt in there with wheelbarrows and this and that. Where if you just bump those stones out enough
I'm
so
gonna tell you
that
in a minute.
vehicle, if we have to, and we will have to.
So,
Because we have
What's
other
that?
ones that are sunk in there.
so what happens if we make it wide enough? I guess somebody tried to pull into it the other day,
So, yeah, my Uncle Ron.
which I understand
They
he,
shouldn't even have a
No.
license. But here's, like, one of the things that I was thinking about is, if the gate's wide enough, so if you had to get a load of soil or something in there, which you're gonna have to, because the graves sink, that's all there is to it. You make that main gate so it's lockable. To the right-hand side, you have your stone pillar. You leave that stone wall back, say 2 feet, 3 feet, that's like a walkway. So you don't have to have your main gate unlocked if people just wanna go in there, foot access to go in and see a grave or whatever, so you don't run the risk of somebody trying to drive in there. I just know that when we did have to have the stones leveled up and the dirt brought in, that there was a huge increase in the price because they could not drive through to get in there. Everything had to be dumped outside
So
and
you,
brought in.
so you have
Probably just-
graves, you have unmarked graves not too far in, so you really shouldn't drive
Right.
too
well,
far
yeah,
in
they didn't-
anyway.
They didn't know.
Then you need to get
anyways.
new gates too.
They're
You gotta do
unmarked.
that.
We
slave
assume there are
graves.
because of where they were.
But you don't have a definitive, it's not like you have ground penetrating radar pictures of this.
Well, no, but maybe we will in the future because Londonderry just did that and it was actually very cheap and I believe they got a grant for it and they actually did find a lot more unmarked than
That
they
would be-
realized they
That
had.
would really be good, because then
Yes.
you could delineate a
Yes.
path of like, there's nothing here, you could actually
Mhm.
move material into this spot.
The reason we did talk about it
Give me
and
just a second.
Trevor would, he was able to get in there obviously with the excavator and, I mean, once you get in there, you really can't drive anywhere anyway.
No,
And
but
you
like,
don't-
so when they filled the graves in, because I was there,
Mhm.
they had this little track machine that they used and ran around in there. Obviously, they had to be careful, but, I was just trying to think about, because you will have to have some work done there, and if it requires something to go in there and they can't get through.
Okay, just a second, Tammy.
I just was curious if you needed a gate. Not a lot of cemeteries have gates.
It-
But it sounds
Well,
like there might be
we
something.
have to get some equipment in and out because of,
Right, but I didn't know if you just needed an opening with no gate.
The gates aren't really inhibiting the width. I mean, when they're open, I mean, maybe you're only losing this much.
Gates
So-
are expensive.
So,
Right?
well, the gates are there.
the gates-
we have
The gates
gates
are
on.
there.
It's just we
Yeah.
would have to
It's just the
hook
bolt.
them in the center so that someone didn't open it and drive around in there. 'Cause, I mean, if, oh, well, we want to get to
To the
our
top.
grandmother's up there and they'll drive their Subaru up there,
So the tree fell and broke off the one side and then it bent the bottom
No, I think we've
bracket.
done work on those gates a couple
Yeah.
of different times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
everybody will come.
So I guess the only question is if we want to change the entrance a little bit or not. I
So
mean,
we-
as far as the work he's proposed to do on the stone wall, I think he's very,
He's
a
included.
very thorough definition of what he's gonna do.
so I mean, I don't have a problem waiting on the front where the gate is.
Well, I don't have a
But-
problem just having it fixed if you feel that's, because you do have a valid point, Beth. If we have unmarked graves right there, then obviously we can't have wheels, vehicle traffic going in there, so,
I think better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I think we should.
I mean, I don't have an issue, just do it the way it is,
Yeah.
know?
So is that part something we could pull off? Is that a separate line item?
Yes. So,
Why don't we, how about if we have the work done for the stone wall that is falling apart because of the trees that grew up in it?
I think it's.
And hold off on the gate, and we'll do a little more research and see if this ground penetrating thing,
Well, the other
It's
thing
actually
is-
all together,
It's all-
Stuart.
yeah,
It's
it's
all
all
together.
together.
It's not broken out.
okay?
The
So
other
it's-
thing is really, I mean, in reality, those stone stupid pillars the gates hang on was just a bad idea to start with, because they're not down far enough that the frost line doesn't mess with them every year. The reality is that, if you were gonna do it, because it would just be constant maintenance, is to sink in posts that are down below the frost line, hang your gates on, because that's why the gates get messed up. I mean, they get shifted out of place. and
Well, this last time, it was the tree that fell on it.
Yeah, before that, it literally was because the frost line shifted it, and it broke the center latch on it. But it doesn't, I mean, doesn't matter to me either way, and I'm sure it doesn't matter to the people there. They don't.
No, they're very
didn't
quiet. I
complain.
love working for
They
them.
haven't complained yet. but-
They weren't pissing and moaning that Dad went there and dug the 2 graves for my cousin, so.
So,
I'd make a motion that we accept the bid, move forward, and we can have a conversation with them about the gate. But I think if we start changing little bits of it, and we can fit, it can still fit the
the excavator.
excavator can fit in there.
And Trevor's gonna fix the parking outside.
In front of it.
We were gonna
Yeah, get a little more.
scoop up the topsoil, put some gravel in so at least 2 or 3 cars could pull in.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
They
don't
can't,
around, you don't try to drive through the gate.
No.
well, we better keep the gate closed when he gets there.
So I will second the motion for the cemetery.
So who made the motion?
Christie.
Christie made the,
Square footage?
Yeah, so it's, the total is $14,058.06 and
6 cents. I would have rounded it up to 10 cents.
that
Please.
includes removing the stump, which is causing that whole wall to fall, well, did cause the whole wall to fall out. Did he put the measurement on here? Hang on, Teresa.
You mean the length of the wall? We don't want to
Yes.
go, we don't want to go by the original estimate of the length
No,
of the wall.
980
No.
is too much.
I thought it was like 70 feet.
Nah, I think total.
Correct.
Yes, because we did measure it at the pre-bid meeting. I actually helped him to do that.
No, Caroline
Which,
remembered.
Caroline, you don't happen to have that in the...
That's okay, you can get back.
You do? Oh, 75 to 80 feet of stone wall.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So plus the, so the project entails repair of approximately 75 to 80 feet of stone wall, 3 walls totaling approximately 40 to 45 feet, plus 14 to 16 feet on each side of the entrance.
I would suggest leaving the, or accepting it as is, and perhaps revisiting the whole gate idea later on, because it sounds like in the future we're gonna do, I'm sorry,
The ground
The
penetrating.
ground
Yeah, just to make sure we don't have
I think
anybody-
instead of complicating things, we
Yeah.
should just go with the original as of right now, and then after we're able to
And we can
explore
move
more.
one post later if we have to.
Exactly, I,
Make it
instead of going back and, talking to them again, let's just accept it the way it is
Okay.
and revisit it later.
Get it
All right.
done.
Get it done.
Any other discussion? We have a motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Great.
And Scott, if it's okay with you, I'll just kind of overwatch this whole project.
Yeah, I
Just,
assumed.
yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right, what else we got? Do we want to do an executive session now?
I have requested.
Yes.
Yep, no, I know, that's why, we were trying to get that while you were, can I get a motion for executive session?
I'm,
No, I'll wait.
No,
oh,
what do you-
Tammy wanted to, she,
I'll be quick. I can be
yeah,
quick.
she just had her appointment thing.
Yeah, come on.
So she can go home.
So I just need some clarification on a couple of things. So according to last year's town report, all of the planning commission's terms expire 6/30/26. According to the records that Lucia keeps, that's not the case. We only had 3 members, 3 of the 7 that expired 6/30/26. And what I couldn't find, other than in some minutes from 2024, what the standard term is for the planning commission members. And obviously, the select board determines what the term is. So I maybe would like some clarification on that. So usually it's anywhere from 1 to 4 years. So I was hoping maybe.
I think we kind of went with the recommendation of the zoning board, because if everybody's got a hard time filling the positions, but I don't think that we ever did.
In the past, it's been approved at 3, but that was just the one meeting that I could find minutes and a record of.
Is it cool enough
So
in here?
what would you
Yeah.
prefer?
Okay.
We're fine with
Can we
3.
turn that thing
You
off?
good with 3 years?
Yes.
So, if everybody's okay with it, I'll make a motion that we appoint planning commission people for a total of 3 years, obviously unless there's a vacancy, and then we'll reappoint.
With no term limit.
I didn't put that in there.
Well, 3 years, we'll take appointments for 3 years. I like that. And then the other thing I wanted to, so how do I get this information that's in the town report, how do I get that updated?
So you'll
That's the next town report.
Send it to me.
Send it to the town administrator.
So I have 3 members whose terms were up that I would like to ask the select board to reappoint. Jeff Yates, Lucia, and Peter Streck.
So I'll make a motion to reappoint the 3 members that you presented to us for a total of 3-year terms.
Which motion are we going with?
I'm making a new motion, apparently.
You're making a motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going with the 3-year term And we're gonna accept the 3 people that Tammy has
Jeff
presented.
Yates, Lucia
Lucia.
Ling, and Peter Strzok.
Yeah, yes, thank
I
you.
had them written down, that's
I know,
why.
I know, you were quick.
Yeah, I
Here,
didn't
I'll
show
turn this.
the pictures of my grandkids.
Second.
daughters.
Yeah, one of them's got
Second, can
3
somebody
broken
second
bones in
now?
his foot now.
Can you
I'll
second?
second.
Eloise. Did a heck of that, as you know.
They're
All right,
sleeping.
we have a
Caroline.
motion
Kick them.
made and seconded,
Second, yeah.
okay? And is there any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you for your.
is that all you needed?
That's all I
Tammy?
needed.
Great, thank you,
Sorry
Tammy.
about that.
I'll pass
Thank
it
you
on.
for all your hard work the last couple of weeks.
My pleasure.
Okay,
Okay, so I'll make a motion to go into executive session for personnel.
you ready? Okay, we're back.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a motion to come out of executive session at 7:33 with some decisions.
A second.
Yes.
Motion made and seconded, come out of executive session. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. So I'd like to make a motion to hire Ashley to do the 911 to give Scott some relief from that, so she will take that over with his training immediately, starting immediately.
Second that.
Motion made and seconded, Ashley Tuttle
Yes.
Ashley Tuttle.
Sorry.
you.
is going to start doing the 911 coordination. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, good. Thank you. Appreciate it, Scott.
Thank you.
All right, since we ended up getting Trevor here tonight and he wasn't planning on being here, we better do him next. I'm sorry about not doing yours before we went into executive.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Trevor, thank you.
It's all right. Oh, goodness. I just figured I hadn't been here in a while, and I just thought for some reason it was my night, my fault for not looking.
Well, we got a bunch going on tomorrow, so it wouldn't hurt to talk about it.
So, the line striping we touched base on earlier, I don't know if you guys have driven around and seen what he has done, and I'm happy with his work. You do have a partial payment for him tonight.
He did a center line on Upper Taylor Hill also.
Correct. Yep.
So Upper Taylor Hill is done.
Yep.
White lines are on Winhall Hollow and just not the park
And Old Town.
and Old Town, okay?
Yeah. So he's done over 3/4 of the work, all that's left is what we're getting paved. And he's aware that it's not gonna happen until August, maybe sooner, we'll talk about that in a minute. I actually like working with this gentleman, he's very flexible, and he's actually got us in a situation now where I think might work in our favor a little bit because of the way his budget is. We're using monies now to pay for him to do what he's done already in this budget. Come fall, we're gonna use, just throwing a number out to, let's say $5,000, so that'll leave us a fair amount of money left. So we could actually start this cycle, or we could start doing our fog lines and stuff in this May and June, then whatever we pave in the later months, so we'll actually be ahead of the phone calls, hopefully, if we can stay with this guy, if his numbers stay.
Who's the guy?
Green Mountain line striping. So he's been very flexible. And as Scott alluded to before, we're gonna talk to him about doing the town hall out here and the library since we paved that. With the paving being discussed, Beth, I would like to thank you for the comment on the library you gave me the other night.
Oh, yeah, no, it looks.
That was greatly
yeah.
appreciated.
Yep,
That's been a challenge trying to get the grades and stuff set up and stuff, but the base has been put down now there, so they're just gonna let that set for a while. We're gonna do some rain checks and stuff like that. He has started the coal planing out on Winhall Hollow Road, which we're taking 2 inches off, then he's gonna full depth reclaim it, but it's probably gonna happen more like the middle of the end of July because liquid prices are starting to climb rapidly. So what happens is, he has a set number for his liquid, and if it reaches a threshold, and I don't know what the numbers are that goes up, but he will actually end up charging us more. So he's trying to get ahead of it a little bit, to try to keep us in that lower rate. We're probably still gonna see an increase, but he's trying his best to, so we're basically expediting his
And he
contract.
also
at this
got
point.
a little bit of the heavy work done while he's here. He got
Correct,
that
correct.
one done.
Yeah,
And we should also mention,
I'm going in a minute.
okay, so, but he's also got a precursor to the project in Winhall Hall. He's got a phase of it done, so he's not gonna be as long here while he had his equipment over here.
Correct.
Which is,
There's a gap filler, and I anticipate him coming tomorrow to do some more work on the Hollow Road, because it's gonna be a rainy day. And for the cold planing, it's not necessary to have a bright sunny day, whereas paving it is, so it's gonna be a place where he can utilize some of his time.
we do have to talk to him. He's gotta put some cones at the end of the equipment.
Yeah.
I've done it twice for him,
Yep.
but, and did we get the cones back from up there?
From
Kendall
the
Farm?
the equipment was still there this afternoon.
Okay, but those are from the fire department,
Okay.
because he parked equipment on
Yeah.
Kendall Farm Road, and he didn't put any cones at the end of it, so he came around the corner, and here's a huge piece of equipment in front of you.
That-
So I grabbed some cones. and
That's a
went around.
conversation I'll have, but I.
So you just gotta make sure he's got something
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So, I just want to mention, Trevor, about the library. After they had dug and graded and did their grinding, it was obvious that Homestead's little parking lot, that them pulling in and out of there, it was just gonna track mud and chip away, where Steve is gonna pay for that extra portion.
Oh, yeah.
So they would not, Fuller would not bill him separately, so it's gonna show up in our bill, and then we will have to back bill Homestead for
He
that
should-
section. Steve agreed that it was just gonna turn into a disaster and literally wear the pavement down with those trucks.
So he can
pulling
probably
in
give
and
us a figure on how
Rough
much
estimate,
pavement,
yeah.
on how much extra pavement, how many loads of pavement,
Yes.
so that we can bill him for
Yeah.
that. Because it just makes the job nicer and.
Yeah. I think it looks really nice.
And,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think we got the low spot out of the parking lot, even though everybody said, there's no low spot there.
Yeah.
And we got up there the next morning and there was a bubble this deep, and I said, oh, I think that might be a low spot.
Yeah. Well, and it's gonna keep the mud out of the
Well,
library.
it's gonna be a huge help to the library.
Yes,
inside.
absolutely.
And the handicap ramp will be accessible again.
Yeah.
So there is that, and what we're going to do is, once they're all done paving, I already made a deal with Steve, where I'm gonna store some topsoil in his little area over there that we can lug out and do around Steve's parking lot, and everything is tore up and kind of clean it back up to kind of original.
So there's another coat going on.
Yes, this is just base, just to see how everything works, and I have had actually conversations, not with Steve personally, but with John, about the trailers coming in and out, and we were able to kind of better their transition coming up out of there.
Out of that back parking?
Yep, so we've actually helped that there a little bit, the trailers aren't dragging and stuff, so that's been a good thing. We did 3 more culverts today on the Hollow Road, and it went good-ish. Still have people that are arguing with us and having little mini fits about the road closures after they're driving around a 4x8 sheet of plywood and a road closed sign sitting in the middle of the road. So there's that, so just, there's not much else we can do to it. Archie Clark did contact me, and it sounds like the week of July 10th, he'll be doing the ones that he has been contracted to do. He plans on putting his closure signs up, sounds like possibly Friday,
Good.
just to warn it.
So,
That's culvert 25 and 28, right?
I believe so,
I
I
think
don't
so,
remember the
yeah.
numbers.
I think that's what it said.
I think so.
So, are we gonna utilize our signs also?
No, he's made up his own. He's made up his own, because we'll be using ours on other locations. So I still
Okay.
got 4 more pieces of.
Because I don't want this little
Right.
handwritten sign that you can't read when you're on top of it. If we have to, we'll get 2 more signs.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Because and they can't say they can't read it. That doesn't mean they don't believe it.
They
but-
definitely don't believe it.
But we have a sign out there now, they cannot say they can't read it.
Yep.
The other ones you had,
They were a great shot. They were at the beginning, like we had talked about. You know, it was a far further cry than what we ever did before. We usually just show up, shut down, and move on. But no, I definitely agree with the plywood sign is a great movement out there. Other than that, the only thing I want to talk to you guys about is the 4th man position. I don't believe we've had any bites on it. And if you guys are okay, I'd still like to see that we try to follow through with it, see if we can get anybody. My suggestion, I've had a conversation with a couple of you already, I think it would, if you're gonna post a price on there, 26 to 30, I don't think it's high enough, which we had talked about before. My suggestion would be go 30 to 34, and see what you get, because I know we've had one guy that works down in Dorset, and I tried to get him to come in here, and he says, I'm at 34, I'm not coming for 30. And I did try to get him to come and at least interview for the job and explain that, but he just moved on to a different venture.
I have no problem between them. Like if that's what the going rate is for.
Well, and it's not just us, I mean, there's towns all over the state, I mean, you get things
Oh,
constantly.
everybody's having a hard time.
Yeah, I know Manchester's really hurting, I think they're down to like 2 or 3 guys right now for retirements, illnesses, and other things going on, so it's a dying, Christine and I had this conversation, this is a dying industry. I mean, it's the average, I'm probably more of the average age at this point in this industry, and that's scary. I mean, that it's, people are just don't want to be tied down, I mean, come November 1st, you have no life.
Lawrence said he was looking for a new job.
Bring him on. But you know, that's just my suggestion. I don't know what else to do. I've noticed we are missing that 4th man. We did it for years without it, but we're also doing a lot more now than we did in the past, because starting in another week and a half, you're gonna see the roadside mower out, and we're gonna start chloriding and grading, so once that roadside mower comes out the week after 4th of July, we're down in the end, because that mower is moving. So, it's something I would love to, I don't know how to do it, I don't know what the answer is.
So I'm sorry, it was 30 to 34, you said?
Correct, yep. I think
And
that,
what would be before
26 to 30.
Okay.
So do we have to repost the RFP and everything else?
I think we gotta look at what we're paying now first.
Oh, no, I'm just curious,
So,
I the
yes,
process, yes.
We have to, I think we should repost an advertisement, but I think we gotta look at that first to see where we are, so that,
Exactly.
so that if, I honestly don't know what everybody's paying us, that's not my,
We should, do you have all that with the COLA? Okay, we'll see that.
so we can,
Yeah,
we
so,
can talk.
I mean, that's just my suggestion, like I said, it's different going back to 3 guys. It
All right,
really is.
so, tomorrow, what is it, 9 o'clock, is that the first one?
Correct.
Yes.
And that one's, we're meeting at
Intervale.
Intervale. So it shouldn't take very long to do that one, then we will move on to the paving. Or are we doing the paving
No,
first?
the paving.
They're right at the same time.
But you said the paving wouldn't take long, so we could do that one
Yeah,
first.
the paving is basically, we tell them where we want to go from to.
Yeah.
You marked them out, right?
Correct, yep.
Okay, and then we just have to explain what we're doing at the entrance to Intervale.
Correct.
And then we can talk about the culverts. So we got 4 culverts now?
There's 3 that are getting changed and 1 that's getting taken out. And then the one for Intervale's going in, so there's 4 getting installed.
So the only thing I'd like to see tomorrow when we do the pre-bid is to make sure when they match them, that we don't get a lip again on the
Yeah.
paving, where the
That's right.
paving comes
Yes.
together.
And see what that was, Beth, is we've gone brand new up against a wore out
Yeah.
road. So you're gonna tie in a good on both ends now.
Well, we had it on Lower Taylor Hill, I mean, I noticed that
That was a
hard all the
different
time.
contract. That was a different contract.
Oh, that was 2 different contractors?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
story with that.
Okay, all right, so that was my only concern,
Yeah.
because I've gotten a couple complaints
Oh,
about that, so
yeah.
I'm kind of
That's all
tired of
you've got?
hearing about that, on that, on that.
I've heard about that several times from your husband.
Yeah,
On a regular basis,
I know.
so, yeah. But anyways, and then we're going to then go from there up to Lower Taylor Hill
Correct.
to look at that situation. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but not that we can make any decision on everything. We gotta see what they got planned.
I pulled a bunch of maps today, I did a bunch of research, so we can go over that if you want in the morning before we get there or whatever.
So
but-
you guys are kind of up to speed. What it is, there's an access that's, they want to come in before Lower Taylor Hill Road on the right, down over the bank. This is something Marcel and I reviewed back in 2023. And the guy decided it was too much money at that time to do it. So he bailed, and I guess it's under new ownership.
It's under new ownership.
So now they want to do it. So it's an extensive project, because they gotta go by the state standards because of the speed, so they have to have the guardrails wrap into their driveway. There's certain,
Are you talking about the one on the left?
no, this is on the access road.
Right across from
It's
Taylor
200
Hill.
feet down from Lower Taylor Hill, so before you get to your road, there'll be.
Oh, I was thinking the bottom of Taylor.
That's what I-
Oh, sorry, all right.
Yeah,
No, it's the
Sorry.
very top.
Yeah,
Got
very
it, thank
top.
you, got it.
We'll be meeting at the intersection of the access road and Lower Taylor Hill.
Got it.
Because the project is on the access road, which I feel is in a bad position because of the traffic flow
Right.
in the winter in particular. In the summer, it's not a big deal because people can stop quickly. They can't in the winter.
So I asked Derek for, I asked him if either him or an officer could attend. He also provided me with the crash data that happens right there,
Okay.
which I think is very important.
Yeah.
Is it significant?
Oh, yeah,
23 over the last 3 years
yeah.
in that
That's why
general
that,
section.
those
I mean, not
it's right where those
exactly.
guardrails are dented basically is where they're trying to go down over the bank. And they have other options. And my feeling too is that they bought this property knowing it was on a one-way street. Just like you bought yours knowing it was on a one-way street.
I
So-
always say it's a good metaphor for Vermont.
Yeah, so the other thing I did suggest to Hunter to invite Stratton because they have the 250 feet green strip. So that plays into it as well. So I
Like I said,
said that would be important. And
Marcel's got notes somewhere.
well, we have the map that he drew, but we don't have the notes, but I did take their deed, I went on A&R, pulled down their wastewater permit, which is a little different than the one I got by email, which enlightened me as to a few things. So I think it's important we go out and meet on this one, because it has been an issue for a couple of years.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think it's safe myself, but you have to give everybody a chance to prove themselves.
They've already had an engineer out there, and they're saying, well, you can't deny us the right to access our property. And so I think it's gonna turn out to be a mess. But anyways, we'll look at it tomorrow with
Yeah.
some people.
Then we have another one out at the Winhall Hollow Road, the
1
engineer
o'clock.
study at 1 o'clock, to
Yeah.
see who shows up. And,
Oh, that's for the engineering
Yeah,
for
for
the
the bridge,
Spencer's
yeah,
Bridge,
yeah,
Spencer's
yeah.
Bridge.
Are you bringing lunch tomorrow?
I can, I don't miss many lunches, so.
so, but other than that,
Then-
that's us in a nutshell.
So I have an access permit, you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay, great. So I have Mary Schultz at 14 West Hill Road. This is brand new, gonna be a brand new residence. It's an 18-inch culvert that's needed. Trevor has signed off on this.
Could you repeat the road name?
Sure, it's 14 West Hill Road. It's right up by Bill's. Here's a,
It's just
So in other words, they're
Yeah.
planning on moving the position of the house.
Oh.
it's the red farmhouse that's kind of been
So-
falling down for years.
So
Did
they're
you see
planning
it?
on moving the location of the house. Or
The house is going away.
The house is going away, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion that we approve Mary Schultz access permit with the 18-inch culvert.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the culvert on West Hill. All in favor, say aye.
And then Trevor, I'll wait to hear from you about the one on French Hollow that we're
Yeah.
sitting on. If he doesn't get back to you in a couple weeks, I'm just mailing the application and the checks back. This is one that's been, you guys approved, it expired. Trevor's been trying to work with him to figure out exactly where the driveway's going, because Scott can't really label it if we don't know where the driveway's
Was that the
going.
random mailbox?
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of stories with that one.
So, yeah,
So what about the driveway on Todd Hill?
I had a conversation with Chico again yesterday, and he said he's going to be going out to fix it.
I still think he should have gotten an access permit, like with the
Yeah, but he didn't
runoff
do
that's
anything.
coming off into our road.
Well, I think you're going outside your jurisdiction a little bit on that, I don't know that, I don't know. He
I
didn't do
don't
anything-
know, 'cause
he didn't-
the-
He didn't do anything on the road, so I don't know, I mean, it's up to you guys, if you wanna,
But it's
Well-
washing out now down
Absolutely.
towards us and
I've had-
causing debris going down our ditch line, and
It's-
so
yeah.
I think it has caused a problem. And the driveway is, I mean, I understand why they did it, but It's absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
There's no way they're getting up it in the winter. I'm not sure they're gonna get up it in the summer.
That's, like I tell
I think it's
everybody,
got
once you
8
get 25 feet off the
switchbacks to
road, good luck to you.
This
But-
stays with you.
But I have had a conversation again with Chris yesterday, I ran into him. I said,
Okay,
you gotta
good.
fix it, because what we're going to do is we're going up with a grader and I will be cutting the driveway off. And then they will have to deal with it, because it's gotta be remedied. I mean, I've warned him.
We
this will
also
be
had
the-
one on Chad Circle, it's just like that.
Which one's Chad? The first one or
I think
second
the
one?
first one. I think there's one of them.
So
there
it's
just
the
like
first
that.
one, I think, yeah.
I think you've gotten around it, but we may have to address that. Anyways,
Okay,
so
great.
since we're talking about culverts, I got a call, I haven't called him back yet, from Sanderson. He wanted to know why he didn't get picked for any of the job, being a low man. I have not spoken to him yet. And I got a call from Chico. I haven't spoken to him yet, I just haven't had time to call him. So, after our bids of last week, they both reached out to me and I just haven't had a chance to call him, but I will call him back.
I only got the one phone call from Sanderson, and I did respond that sometimes we don't go with the low bid. That's up to us to choose what bid we go with, or no bid at all. And I did encourage him to come tomorrow to these other culverts,
I
and
think he's
he
coming, I know
did.
what Chico is.
Yeah, he did follow up with the, I've done a lot of work with Stratton, which was mentioned when we were looking at them, and that he felt that we definitely could call just to make sure, if we had any question,
Right.
in the future,
With
obviously.
those bids, I would like to, because we touched base on that last time there, if we have like 5 bids total, I think it's a good idea to start looking at, like I had suggested, throw out the low and throw out the high sometimes, because most of the time, your middle guys are gonna be, they're usually your closest, and that's actually a good case, that one there on Kendall Farm, you had 5 bids, and you had one way down, one way high, and then these 3 in the middle were a lot closer, so it's something that, I don't think it has to be this is the rule, but it's just something to look forward to in the future. There might be a better way to kind of
Well,
consider it.
it also makes a difference with these types of projects if they show up.
Well,
Absolutely,
and
and I've been a component to that.
And he also said, the other thing he said to me was that he was lower because he doesn't have the overhead.
Yep.
So that's a big cost for him right there,
Absolutely.
cost saving.
Absolutely.
So, I just wanted to throw that out there, because I told him I would express that to the board.
Like I said with him, I said, yes, he's a gamble, but he checks off all the boxes.
Yeah,
Is it the numbers there? I don't know, I didn't see them, but that's on to him. If he wants to do it and not make the money, that's not our decision, as long as he does the job and he does it completely.
and he had everything in the bid.
Yeah,
so,
he
yeah.
checked all the boxes.
Yep,
So I was
absolutely.
getting curious to see what he does on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So other than that, I think we're good.
Great.
Tomorrow will be a wet day by sound, so wear your watches. And hopefully it
Fantastic.
doesn't happen like
So
you
this
see
is
it could.
9 o'clock for the first one
Yes.
at Interview.
Intervale,
Do you
yeah.
want to just pick me up here so we have one less car?
Sure.
Yes, I picked Intervale because it seems to be the most logical.
Well, that's
part
where
of the
we're
area.
starting the project, other than the paving,
Yeah,
but you've marked the roads out so
Yeah.
because they're gonna measure it themselves.
absolutely. They don't trust my measure, and I don't know.
I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for
Yeah,
the
yeah, it
amount of
is.
square footage.
Another 100 feet is quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
And I've had issues.
Okay.
Perfect, Trevor, thank you.
Thank you. See you in the morning.
Yep.
Okay. Public safety, okay, housing committee.
Okay, so all I wanted to tell you, we haven't done anything. We've met, but I wanted to hand everybody out one of these. I'm gonna go to the luncheon tomorrow and just see if there's any interest in us pursuing this, which is something that a lot of towns in Vermont have kind of been spearheading, not taking on, but there are organizations that will help with this to see if there's any interest for this. And we're just gonna ask people if they are interested to come to the next meeting, which is in July, at the end of July. There's the situation that's happening all over the country, but also in Vermont, is people, it's home sharing, you wanna see?
All right, I'm gonna pass it on.
There you go, Caroline.
I've
You want one of these?
read, I just read mine, I'll pass it over here. So that
Didn't
you
get
can read
number.
it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But-
That's an extra one.
But that people who are elderly are not able to move out of their house, like my mom's in this situation. For her to move into a smaller place is gonna cost more than
Yeah.
living in the house that's way too big for her. So it doesn't make sense, but it's also more than she can manage.
And she can't shovel all those things somebody could help with.
Right, so, well, she's in it
Yeah,
now, so
yeah,
she's
right.
like fanning.
That's what I say about Florida. It must be a pain to have to plow around all these intersections with all the,
So we just wanted to gauge what the interest is, if there is, and then we'll pursue working with an organization that can help do the background
I
checks
was
and
gonna say,
facilitate
so
it.
this is like when you go to hire a pet sitter, but petsitters.com, so this is the same idea, that they run the background checks on the people, they make sure they're legit.
Right,
Okay.
right.
and
you know.
somebody's,
Right, I know.
and somebody's got to kind of oversee it to make sure that it stays in a proper situation,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
someone isn't taking advantage of an elderly person. But I assume that that's in the program.
Yes.
That somebody checks in and say,
Yes.
hey, are you happy still with this situation? If not, get out.
Right, and like, we also want to see if anybody in Winhall is even interested. We don't want to put a whole bunch of energy into
Resources.
pursuing something.
Nobody's gonna use it.
If, right,
It'd be great for a 20-something-year-old that can't
Right.
live home anymore.
So-
Not that I know anything about that.
Caroline, can you put that on the website? And can you put a little,
That would be great.
Julie, do you wanna send her a little blurb about what you're gonna say to the people at the luncheon? Like,
yeah,
come to the next meeting or whatever, just so that,
Yes.
so there's something on there so they know what they're supposed to do if they're
Right, I'm
interested.
gonna forward this whole thing to you, Caroline.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, you can get a copy of it.
Thank you.
yeah, she can have one of these,
Okay, all right.
but also has the next.
Oh, Caroline, did you?
Our
get
next
your
meeting is
hub
July
downstairs?
28th.
Your hub?
And do you meet here?
Oh,
Yes.
It just goes here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Thank
Yep.
Awesome. I think that sounds like a great idea for a lot
Is
of
that,
people,
is
actually.
that it for now?
That's it, that's all I had, I just wanted people to be aware that
So,
that was,
I don't think we have anything on an update from the Public Safety Facility Committee update. The architect has met with both the fire department and police department. I may have reported that last week. So there's no other changes at this time. We have not heard back. Short-term rentals.
A couple of things. One, the new ordinance has been adopted as of June 14th. Yay. So we got the +2. and I
So
know a
did
lot of people-
that help, you think? It
It
took some of
helps.
the pressure off?
I think it definitely, I mean, a lot of people still want to cap themselves at 8, but it means that the 3-bedroom can advertise for 8 people, and they still can do their, they can do their self-check for the fire safety. They don't have to have the formal Vermont fire inspection. So it's a positive across the board. People are happy about it.
Okay,
There have been, piggybacking on what Scott was saying, if you go on right now, there are 49 homes listed in Winhall and 17 of them are under contract. So there's a lot of change,
Wow.
and I bring that up because I had one recently that, you know, the house sold, a new owner got it, and they registered it. So as a, you know, so they came to me, I was like, yay, you don't have to chase anybody. But, so I'm seeing that as well. So I've now learned the process with the new platform, how to,
so the new platform's working good.
the new platform's working well. You know, you pick up on nuances as you use it, but it's working well, so.
So you're probably about the time where some people are going to be renewing now, is that correct?
The renewal has to be done by October 31st.
Oh, okay,
So we've
so,
got some time, and I'm still
But-
chasing people for their first time, and there's some who are signing up, like I had 2 that signed up in the past 2 weeks, who, because I've been chasing them, they will still have to do the renewal by October 31st. Like,
okay. But
and I've
you've got a
collected
pretty
some
good
fines.
handle on what's out there at this point.
I do, there's still a number of them that are not, that I
That are
can't get a
resisting.
hold, that are resisting, I can't get a formal holdup because people, reject the certified letters. And so my best success is if I can get, an email, which, Beth's been great. I've gotten emails from her, I've gotten them from Lucia, I've got, I've all kinds of ways, found them, Deb, treasurer. So that's my best, and I've had a bunch of fines that have been paid. Not crazy, but, they add up. So I'll have numbers for you.
Do you have any in court now at this point? You have
You know
one?
what, so with the town attorney, what we decided, there are two that I've reached a point, and interesting, one of them was, a situation where people were getting divorced, and long and the short of it was, there really wasn't gonna be something we could do because the house was under contract, and I ended up reaching out to one of the parties and saying, we had these conversations, you said you were gonna take care of this, and we actually settled on, they paid $1,500 of $2,500, even though they're selling it.
All right.
So I have all different situations, and then the one that's really the tough one, we're just not giving them a license until they pay X for the fine that we have established as the number, they can't get a license. And if they
Maybe it's
do,
coming because they paid me finally.
Oh.
I was surprised, I almost
All right,
fell out of my chair.
so you're
it's
gaining.
I'm gaining, but it's still, and when I speak with people, it's very long conversations, and there are the people
Because
who
they're
are
trying-
looking at houses
They're trying to
too.
get their angle on it so they don't have to do it. Well, if I do
some-
this,
Yeah, some of them, there's that, and then there's also just questions, we're considering buying such and such property, and then, I go and I look and I see 17, and I'm like, oh gosh, that's one of them. And they ask a lot of questions, like, how do I get registered, what do I have to do, where's the order, it's a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
So, anyway, progress.
cool, great,
Process.
all right. Municipal facilities leases.
So I don't know if anybody else read through any of the leases that, I didn't know we had leases, honestly, until Laura brought it to our attention. So I've read through some of them, I haven't made it through the library one yet, but I did the community center. The fire department one, I didn't look at too much, I did highlight some stuff, but it's not even signed. So really, that one
So
doesn't really.
should we wait till next meeting?
Yeah, we can do that, yeah, because everybody
got-
should go
we
through
got a
them and
lot
at least
going on
know what they say.
Have you seen them?
Did you forward, have they been?
They came from Melissa.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, I will look for them. I apologize.
It was library, community center, fire department wasn't signed, and then there was all the stuff for the mountain school, the mortgage deed, the sales agreement, all that stuff.
Okay, I'll check it out.
So if you don't
If you
find
don't
it,
find it, let me know.
reach out.
Yeah,
It was right after we were discussing the bid for the cleaning. And
Okay.
Laura sent the email that the trash wasn't included.
Okay.
all right, so let's just hold that off to.
Yep.
Could you put that back on the agenda for
Yeah.
next? Thank
Would
you.
you mind re-forwarding those? I can't find it.
I thought it just me that can't
too.
find those things.
I mean,
Now I've got
occasionally-
another email address, that makes it even better.
Yeah, occasionally things just go in weird places. I've got 5
Okay.
email addresses.
Dog
on my
warrant,
phone.
what's this?
Okay, so every year, the dogs that are not registered by now, you issue a dog warrant. Right now, we have 31 that are not registered. Most of these are the same repeat offenders every single year. We have a new ordinance. I would like to give Derek the leeway of either he makes one phone call and either they register, or he starts finding them, or he just finds them. Because the sign's been out for over 2 months.
And everybody, most everybody knows about it.
And most of these, if you go down this list, which you can look at, most of these rabies are expired on here, and in these situations I found, most of the time, these dogs don't have an updated rabies certificate. So that's actually very concerning, because that's obviously the main reason why they register. So,
And if they get lost, I mean, it's a
Yes.
safety thing too.
yes, I mean, I still have people I'm chasing
Sorry.
down from last year, and just so you know, I'm making them pay for last year's,
Good.
not only license, late fee, and this year's.
It's really not that difficult.
So, no, he did not pay. And I wasn't gonna mention it to you because it's not your job to chase people down on the dog list. So I can pass this around if anybody.
I'm curious.
Yep. You're not on
She's
it.
looking to see if her name's on there. for
No,
half a
The
dozen.
list could be much longer.
Nobody's on it here.
Okay, so do we have to vote on it? Do we have to vote on it?
Yeah, so I will make a motion to approve the dog warrant and give Derek the leeway to handle the dog ordinance and these people as he sees fit.
Well, what's the protocol?
There, it's in the ordinance, but it's up to him whether he makes one phone call, Teresa,
Oh,
or he just starts fining them out of the gate.
but I mean, doesn't he have to treat everybody the same?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it'll be all or
I thought
none.
you meant like,
No, no,
No.
nope, nope,
Truth
either.
is extra difficult.
I try to always give that initial phone call of,
Yeah.
like, hey, did you forget to register Susie? And then, you know, you usually get Susie died over the winter and I didn't think I needed to tell
It's
you.
up to him to do that, to enforce it as
Yeah, I
opposed
spoke to him
Sure,
this
as opposed to a
morning,
dog.
because we have fines now that are in place in the new ordinance. And because
It's up to him versus our dog warden, that's what I'm.
the dog warden works under Derek. So Derek will give him the guidance and however they handle it.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that because I
Yeah,
know
no,
Derek will follow
I'm trying to understand the
through.
process. that's
Yeah,
all.
so Patrick works under Derek.
Okay, so then Derek may say, I made the call, now you can go and pursue them.
Yeah, however they do it,
Or
yes,
whatever, okay.
yes.
But you have a policy that addresses.
We have an ordinance,
an ordinance.
yes, that's new, that we signed last fall,
Yeah.
January maybe?
Just trying to
Okay.
follow.
Yeah.
So you made the motion.
Yes.
Did anyone second it?
I'll second. Oh, go ahead, let Julie.
Julie seconded it.
Interesting.
Any other discussion on
Nope.
passing that over to the chief to advise from there? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Great, thank you.
All right,
Oh,
do you have
this
any?
one died.
Which one?
Hi,
Mine
Deb.
on there?
We'll be in just a couple minutes. We're just
Yeah.
almost.
Okay, good to
Do you have
know.
anything for liquor board?
I do have liquor board.
Okay. Can get a motion, we go
So I make a
into,
motion,
go, yeah, out of.
make a motion to close and pause our regular meeting and go into liquor board at 8:09.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to go into liquor board. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So I have two liquor licenses for the Bromley View Inn, which is, business name is ADT Hospitality LLC. This is for a first-class hotel license and a third-class hotel license. I did reach out to him because normally I get an outside consumption permit. I didn't hear back from him, so we may get that later on.
Okay, you've heard the
So-
two licenses?
I'll make a motion that we approve ADT Hospitality LLC for their first class and third class hotel license.
A second.
Motion made and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is that the only liquor board?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Thank
Can
you.
I get a motion to close the liquor board?
Make a motion to close the liquor board at 8:10.
Motion was made and
Second.
seconded to close liquor board. And all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right. You already did access permits? Right?
Yeah, great. Yes.
Okay. I guess Deb came up just in time, treasurer update.
I was watching you guys live downstairs.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So the audit is scheduled for July 22nd and 23rd. And one of the things that I'm required to do is to go over the questionnaire to answer the questions. So I have copies for you. Hopefully you made a note. So I just have to answer each of the questions. I don't know if, is there enough?
That's one. Yep,
Okay.
yep, we have more than enough.
Okay.
You got one? Pass it back.
The only question I always have to ask is about the education. Have select board members attended financial training? So that's the one I always have to ask.
No.
We
Because they
don't-
mean like this year, right, to just clarify that, or ever?
Which
number is that?
That's not numbered, it's about 610.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really say when I looked at it, so I wasn't sure. Do you know?
I did one like 6 years ago.
Okay, so I'll answer that.
Every day is,
It was.
every day is financial training.
Yeah.
It was,
I don't know if I need to read it, I gave Teresa a copy so that she could read through
What did
and
I
stuff. I mean, I can go through each one if you'd like.
No, you don't need to do
And
that.
I went
That
to-
was the only one I questioned.
You can give that to Teresa.
I have.
She has one.
Oh,
I went to that training,
Wasn't it in
one about
Burlington?
the tax appeals, Montpelier was the last one, but I don't know if that's considered a financial training.
So I answered yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, is there any, I mean, do you want me to go through each?
No,
Or you want-
so I'm gonna make a motion to have Stuart assign this financial management questionnaire for the audit in July.
Okay, and here's
I
the
second.
original.
Oh, you have an original? Okay, great.
Motion was made and seconded.
You
So
want this back,
have
yeah?
we,
You want this back?
Yeah, I guess. Or you can have.
motion been made and seconded to have me sign this as we have reviewed it and we feel that you have answered them in the correct way. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Okay, and one other quick thing is, last year we did the insert, so I did a letter, telling this stuff about taxes, and then on the back, the town put things about, short-term rentals and the lockbox, or Knox box, and public safety facilities committee. So I have the back of the letter, so if someone wants to put something on there,
When do you need that by?
end of July.
Will you send that, will you email that so I can just look at it? That letter, is that different than our welcome letter? It is?
It is.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
but I mean, a lot of times that we have something that's happening, and so we put it on the back and stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
but if we could look at it and see
Yep,
what it is. and
all right, I can email it out.
Because
and stuff,
unfortunately,
but-
it'll be a little while before we're ready to.
It goes with the
send
tax bills.
That's the letter.
We,
I want.
Right.
we used,
Yeah,
we used to send little tiny cards, but we've had so much more stuff that we need to keep informing these people about, that this has been much, I think, much better.
I'm sure it needs to be updated, there were some things that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there might be some things that
I
I
would
need to.
definitely keep the STR blurb on there.
Okay, yep, and so that we can, yeah, so I will send it out, and then if we can get it back.
Timely.
Yeah, but Doug, I'm not sure as far as the timing of the bills, because Doug got some newer information, so it may be closer to our usual time when we
Really?
send it out, so.
Cool.
I don't know how that's gonna work
Yeah,
though,
I'm not
because if
sure.
we adjust things and you've used the tax rate and we suddenly take 100 grand off from the total grand
She's gotta raise
list,
it. She's gotta raise it.
then that, no, at the tax appeal, yeah, I mean, it's just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm not
screw
sure.
the numbers up, and then we're gonna be writing checks back to people, like,
No, he told me about it, and I did need to do some more research. but
Yeah.
He was in a meeting and said
But
that.
I
But
wasn't
it sound-
terribly
but it's-
comfortable with it.
So what, he thought we could do it without?
The state said that she could mail out the tax
How
bills
can you do
before
that?
we even do before the tax appeals are
We
done.
have to, okay.
And that made me very nervous because I don't
I
know
don't-
I don't know how many tax appeals we're gonna get.
Right,
And I know that they can go up, we can make a decision to make them go up, go down, or stay the same, but
You got 4 coming from my house.
thank you, Teresa.
Yeah, so I'll look into more information about it.
Okay. I mean, if you're comfortable, I'd be okay waiting. I'm gonna make my board work really hard and fast. They're probably gonna hate me, but I wanna get it done because I don't wanna hold you up, and I don't wanna be here all summer, and they probably don't wanna be with me all summer.
Are they typically in the evenings or during the day?
We're gonna have to talk about a schedule. I mean, we may even have to meet super early in the morning, like bang out 2 in the morning or something, or site
well, in
visits,
most cases,
or.
they have to have a site visit, correct?
So you have to have 3 meetings total. You have the initial one, where the listers and the appellant tells us what's happening, because we
What-
can't know anything, and then 3 people have to go out for a site visit. More can go, but at least 3. There's a written report from that's at the 3rd meeting gets presented to the board.
They're
So,
blowing over there.
so you know what they found out there. Was it in poor condition, or was it like, wow, these are the, top of the line appliances, or whatever it is. So it's depending on how many
Now,
we get. I mean,
is
there's
that-
4 right there.
Is Nemrick, are they involved with it?
No.
They're not
No,
involved with
it's
it at all?
Doug. No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Nemrick has already sent their notices out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
Like, they're not handling the next grievance.
No,
That's
that's-
Caroline, Doug, and Al.
Now, that's right.
That's why we had to appoint Caroline, so we had balance in there, because, I mean, there's some people Al shouldn't vote on.
All right. Okay, good. Thank you, Deb.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, have a great night.
Okay,
Yeah, thanks.
should we be doing employee cost of living in executive session?
I don't think you
No,
can.
Can't?
we've
Okay.
always done it in the open.
Okay, I don't know.
Do you want me to do this one piece of property thing first? Just so we can get done with
Yeah,
this?
let's discuss.
Okay, so Doug, okay, so this is a home, not a homeowner, a property owner in Winhall. His name is David Yarom. He wants to donate his piece of property in Strattonwald on Raspberry Hill Road. He says it's wet and he can't build on it. Doug didn't know what to do, he brought it to me, I said I would bring it to you guys. My suggestion would be for him, David, to reach out to his neighbors and give, sell, do whatever to one of the neighbors. He's got 4 neighbors that touch him. And it's right across from the pond, so maybe the rec park wants to buy it there.
Can I see
So,
that?
yes, so let me pass that around, it's the highlighted one
I
there.
actually gotta try to get in that.
New business.
This was added on new business.
This was discussed property. So,
At a property, a citizen wants to donate. is what it is.
Yes, free property, free, yes.
okay,
Yes.
so this is right across from the dam.
Yes.
I've actually gotta try to get a net number from you for, a lot on,
You guys wanna see this? Do you know
on
what it is?
Raspberry Hill because we got an alarm going off at it.
Oh, is that the one you went to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody was home?
And there's no, they don't have a box and it's not a ring in, they had cameras, but we stood in front of them and
What was the
gave
number?
22 Raspberry.
Raspberry Hill?
But anyways, okay. All right, so, you told him that or you want, you?
I am asking your blessing for me to reach out to this gentleman and tell him to suggest that he sees, seeks his neighbors out. I mean, we're not, why would we
We don't
take
really want it.
wetland?
Yeah,
I mean, we've got another property issue, but there's no point in dealing with it this month with so much going on. There's the one up in the corner of Winhall Woods that we took back at tax sale last year, but we can do that in another
Yep,
month.
yep.
That's not critical right now.
No, Debbie filed all the documents for all the tax sales from last year.
Okay, so we're all
So
set
that's
there.
all done, she has it back, Kevin
How
has
much
his.
property is it? Do you know?
This one
Yeah.
is,
Just curious.
probably, I can tell you, I'm going right in there, it's probably, probably an acre. Most of them in there are.
The gentleman who developed that subdivision, he would put number 1 and number 3 up for sale. Then after they started building, then he'd put number 2 up for sale. And they got bought up quickly that way because suddenly they thought didn't have anybody going in between them, and he did that through the whole development. He was pretty sharp.
Is that Charlie?
Norman Fair.
Oh, Norman
This
Fair,
is-
yeah,
this
this
is
is way back.
He was the original, not,
The other guy in the shower.
yeah, I can't remember his
Yeah.
name right now.
since we're talking about land and, well, I guess, the question you had that Beth and I answered about the Gale Meadow
Oh,
access.
yes. Oh, yep.
Did you-
I replied back and I didn't hear anything.
That's okay,
back,
I was
but
just curious.
I suggested that he contact them.
Okay, awesome.
Was he I was a little confused, was he coming off from Smith Meadows
No.
and
No,
trying to walk
No.
down
no,
in?
the access right at the top of the hill before
Up by
French
Trevor
Hollow.
Pond. Up by Trevor Pond, where they
Don't
have,
call it that.
Oh, he was trying to come in from that side?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know, I couldn't figure out where he was
and
trying
I'm
to come
sure
in
the
from,
state has
but
not mowed anything down
No,
through
it
there.
absolutely has not.
they
been
don't want
mowed.
anybody out
But they
there.
don't mow it any summer until, like, they mow it once, because I walk down in there all the time.
Yep.
They mow it once,
That's it.
ticks are gonna happen, it's,
Even if it's mowed.
even if it's mowed, so,
But thank you
but
for
thank you for
answering that.
responding, nonetheless.
Okay. So, are we on to employee cost of living adjustments, COLAs?
Sorry, are we gonna close that one out by saying that the board is giving you permission to do that?
Thank you,
Yes.
Caroline,
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you for keeping track
I
of
did not
that.
follow up on that.
You know, it's
I'll
all
say that
past
you
all of our
did
bedtimes already.
Yes, thank you for, so I guess I'll make the motion that we allow Beth to talk to them and say, hey, see what you can do with your neighbors, because we don't really want it.
A second.
There's no point in us taking it on.
Got enough wetland, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Motion made and seconded to allow Beth to contact the gentleman who wants to donate to the town and make a suggestion. On any other discussion, all in favor, say aye.
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 It's 1.17.
Thank you.
Okay, so are we doing,
on it.
No. Do you want to see the map, Teresa?
No, thank you, I can look it up, thank you. I have the information, thank you.
okay. So, I was looking today and I saw some 4.2 figures. You said you come up with 5% figures?
5 from May 2025 to May 2026.
Okay.
That is the newest from the CPI of the Northeast, so it's specific to our region.
Do we have to use that number? Or
We
can we use?
always use something similar or higher in some cases, but then there's also the difference between the CPI and then potentially merit coming at some point, or there's, last time they were 2 separate.
Right.
So it brings us to Mid-Atlantic region, but that's not,
The Northeast region is Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire,
oh,
New
I see
Jersey,
it, yep.
and Vermont.
Do you have, you probably don't have any printouts, or could you send it to us of what it would mean to a employee at if we went with a percentage level?
That was just me.
Yeah, I know.
What employee?
I don't,
Don't we usually approve the list with the previous pay
Yep.
and their new pay?
Yep.
Do you
And
have that?
I could, if you guys, whatever you decide on, that, I'll make that chart. Or I have it with the 5%, if that's what you vote to choose to go with the 5%. If not, then I can alter that, but it's in an Excel spreadsheet, so.
And does that go into effect the first full pay period in July?
It is usually the first paycheck in July, so that sometimes it covers some of the hours from June. But then it kind of will overlap on the other side sometimes, so that
Because I think the next pay period ends like June 26th, is that it? Like with that pay period, so that, but we wouldn't get but the payment
it wouldn't
doesn't.
happen until the July payment, would it?
Yeah, the July payment doesn't come until July 3rd, so that one would probably still be at the current rate, and then it would switch. Because usually you have payroll done by the Tuesday of the week that we're gonna get it.
we have the check. So looking at the check dates, we've got this one, which is Friday. So then the next paycheck will be the 3rd, but that will be for mostly June, so I guess it would be up to the board if you wanted to use a new rate for that one, which is mostly June hours, or if you wanted to make it effective for the first
Pay
for
period.
hours
full
worked
pay.
in
Yeah,
July.
I would probably make
It won't be exactly, but it'll be
Closer.
No,
Close.
I'm just trying to get an idea,
Of how much it's
so I
gonna
have
cost
something to
us.
go by. You know
Oh,
what I
how
mean?
much it's gonna cost for the whole year?
No.
What would you like to know?
I guess I was looking to see what their rate went from, what
So
it
if you
was in
tack
June, what it
5%.
went to in July, what it,
So it went from 4.4 to 5 is what the last rate that we got from you was 4.4, and now it's 5.
would, I think we need that information to make that decision. The problem is, the checks come out before our next meeting, is that correct?
So we have a check coming out on Friday of this week.
Right,
But
which
so
doesn't,
the one thing to remember though is that COLA makes an employee whole from the last year. So over the last year, increase of 5% from May to May. So if you award a 5%, it's making the employee whole from last year. It's not, it is
so
a new rate.
it's a lump sum?
No.
No, it's your hourly, so if you see, you can, I hate the camera, I was gonna use me, but anyway,
I'll pay
let's just do a
somebody-
hypothetical, yeah.
Let's say somebody
Let's
makes
do a
$30
hypothetical.
an hour.
Okay.
Their new rate would be $31.50.
Because they get a
Okay.
5%
That's,
increase on their
that's
hourly rate.
what I was looking
Yes.
for.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So $1.50 is the new, like, the up increase.
Oh, that's so, yeah, so, I mean,
And that's at 5%?
That was at 5%.
What was it at 4 point? You probably can't figure 4.2%.
I could.
I'm sorry.
you want it 4.2?
I just saw that today, and that doesn't mean it's for the right area. I just, it's probably pennies.
It was for,
Like $1.28,
I'm sorry?
like $1.28.
Oh, okay.
$1.26.
Thanks, Quickie.
$1.26. Madam Matt.
Does that ever turn off?
No.
So it'd be $1.26 for
Well, so long.
4.2, $1.50 for the 5.
So in mid-July, they'll come out with the June rates will be for the last fiscal year from, or the last calendar year, full cycle from June to June. So if, technically, if you wanted to wait till the June numbers come out, that would be like retro pay back to July 1. Usually we do a July 1 start with the new rate. But June might be 6%, like who knows?
I want to see what the Social Security COLA is, because they
Very
always
low.
get, it's very low.
Very low, yeah. You knock yourself out, Julie, that's very low.
They found
I
you an
think it was
email
like
for that one.
2.8 or maybe 3.2.
Yes, I sent it right over to you.
Thank you.
This is what I do for Christie, I snoop around in all my emails
Oh,
until
yeah,
I find something that
2.8.
pops. It's
Bonnie
Bonnie,
trying to kill
Bonnie
old people,
Mellon.
you know? Seriously,
Seriously.
you can't even.
And disabled people.
Yeah, exactly, I know, it's crazy.
That's who we.
All right, so what's your pleasure? What do we want
The
to,
weakest.
what do we want to do?
I believe we should do the 5%. We've always done COLA across the board for all the employees. It's expensive to live here, it's expensive to work here. That's how I feel.
And no merit raises this year, because we did that last year.
I think that's reasonable. We get on to, what do we call it?
We-
The employee evaluations, we start next spring. And we wrap it all in
And we
together.
followed the major cost of living increase, the huge one we had 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, it was right after COVID.
Right, and, so we've been
Very
fairly
generous. and
fairly
fair,
good.
Yeah.
But, so I'm looking for some advice here, or,
I don't feel like I should speak on it.
okay, all right, thank you.
The
You-
4.2.
You'll put that in the minutes
just-
for her, Caroline. Thank
Stuart,
you.
just so you, the 4.2 is for the entire US.
Okay,
So that is not specific to our region, but it is a number that pops up as the whole US. Gasoline was up 46%, and that's what
We
it's
know,
trying to
yeah,
skew
we
in
know why
this.
that went up, and we think it sort of has set back. I
It's
know,
starting to
It'll
come
take a
back,
little
yeah.
while to
Couple cents.
reflect, you know.
it always
and-
goes down slower than it goes up.
Definitely, for sure, especially when you get a delivery. But
All right,
it's a tough
so,
one.
I mean,
I err on the side of the employees.
Mhm.
You had a motion on the table.
I did.
Didn't you?
I think you,
I thought-
I think you
I thought-
said you would like to, but you didn't really say,
Oh,
No,
I
I
make it a
didn't,
motion.
I just
Oh,
said
okay.
what I believed because I was opening it up for discussion. I
Okay.
mean, the reality
Well,
is.
technically, I need a motion before we come over for discussion.
Oh, well,
If you
I
wanna
make,
be.
okay.
That's
I'm
where I
sorry-
thought you
I'm
were
sorry.
going.
I would like to make a motion to approve the COLA raises for the 5% across the board for the employees.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Now we can
Oh,
discuss.
oh, now we're gonna.
No, I just want to say, I think that if you, and I'm going to actually, because it affects me too, probably recuse myself, except to say that I think it shouldn't begin until July 1. Like, I don't think it should be effective tonight. I think it should be
And
No, I agree.
I mean,
period in July.
do we need to do July 1 if the first check starts at July 3rd?
No, so that
I
pay
mean-
period will already be in. It
It's
will-
mostly June
Yeah,
hours,
it
so.
will.
So,
So the
I mean,
first full
I
pay
think that would be
period in July.
rather complicated.
I agree with you.
First full pay
Yes.
period in July.
Yes.
I will speak on that part.
Are you adding that to the motion?
Yes, we are. Oh, so that's your motion,
Yes,
sorry.
yes, the first full pay period in July, which will be the July 17th pay period. Pay day.
Right, so
Pay period.
it starts
Second.
then, instead of trying
I'll
to
reset.
do that other 2 or 3 days, I should think that,
Yeah.
I would assume we don't get a lot of complaints about that.
And no merits, sure you guys.
No.
We're not doing that. So is there any other discussion? And Stacy, you said you're going to recuse yourself,
And
and Christie's going to recuse herself. So all of us, are anyone in favor of this motion, will say aye.
Aye.
Okay,
The one thing to note is that the select board is on here. So just,
you can,
you're voting on 5% for the select board as well.
Well, that'll
Well-
buy me a,
Maybe,
I-
maybe.
It might buy you
Just
coffee.
I would just as soon
Starbucks.
not raise mine, but I don't care, but however you want to do it. I don't,
you might need it now for gas money.
yeah, let's just keep it across the board.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
gets
Okay.
all right.
In
So
my, and
now,
even if we
I believe,
step back from it, you would like our signature?
Oh, no, if you're stepping back, then, sorry, never
They
mind.
did not vote.
Right, if you're not
So-
voting on it, then,
Okay,
yeah.
just want to make.
Sorry, yes,
I'll
You
just
almost
write
got that
the-
ink on there, didn't you?
Well, I mean, as far as the select board goes, I don't think it makes that much of a difference,
Yeah.
no offense to anybody, but when it comes to,
I'm just gonna put under
My
y'all
others
two
part.
recused.
go ahead.
y'all,
Y'all
y'all
collective.
been recused. I'm sorry.
Just can I clarify
I did.
something?
Yeah.
The first hours worked in July, so the first pay period is July 17th.
Second pay period in July. Second pay period in July.
So the guys will be making
Thank you.
over that, but we should probably, that should go up, I think. If, if we go to the 30 to 34.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll have to discuss that.
Yeah, that's
We
another.
can do that in the executive session.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
One.
Stuart, you know one needs to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Caroline. I apologize. What? What, Teresa?
So does your budget, has your budget have a reflection
I
of the
believe-
COLA?
Yeah.
I believe we
We always
have enough.
have.
I know you pad it, but I didn't know, did you pad it enough, is what I'm asking.
Yes, it's
Okay.
for everyone.
Yep,
It's over the year, it's like an $81,000 increase.
just making sure you had the money in there. I mean, not that you wouldn't, but
Yeah.
just to make sure.
Okay, so I guess we're going to go into executive session for personnel matters. Do we have any other business coming for the meeting? Well, we can do bills now, so that Debbie could get those out of the way. Oh, actually, let's do minutes.
You have lots of minutes.
Caroline, there's one thing. It's Dryden. D-R-Y-D-E-N, not Drayden. He's been called worse, but it is, isn't that correct, Lisa?
D-R-Y-D-E-N.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean,
What, do I have an A in there?
you have an E.
Oh, sorry, okay.
So That was the only thing I could find wrong.
Oh, okay, I'll apologize.
So, the select board minutes of June 3rd, has everyone looked at those?
Yes,
Is there any corrections other than the so noted?
no.
All in favor, may I
I'll
get a
make a
motion?
motion to approve the minutes from June 3rd.
A second?
Second.
All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Go ahead.
And do you have 612 there as well?
This is June 12th. That one was
The 3rd.
the 3rd of June. This one is 6/12, yes, I'm sorry.
Perfect.
This was at the Middletown Cemetery. Have you guys had a chance to review this?
Yes.
Have you had a chance
Sorry,
to?
what am I reviewing?
This is the
Middletown.
special the
Yes, I
pre-bid
did,
meeting
yep.
at the cemetery. Have you guys read it?
We were
You weren't there, but whatever.
Yes, we read it.
It was recorded.
It looks fine.
She had her phone out
Yeah, perfect.
in front of us here holding it. So anyways, can I get a motion on that?
I make a motion to approve the minutes at the Middletown Cemetery on June 12th for the pre-bid.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
They can't sign it.
Oh, well, here, don't, take away that. Get your ink away from that. All right. Bills, I guess we do that real quick.
Actually, she's posting them to the website.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Do you want my report?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Here is one.
I already looked at these, I'm sorry, we can just pass them this way. I had time this afternoon. Now I've screwed up everything. Want me just to hold one?
No, just stay out of it now. You just, here.
I didn't want to be slow.
I write down which folder I have, so
Do you need these back?
in the full.
So I'm writing down here, number 3 I've got.
Oh, I've got the phone bills, so I'm putting, because it's like 12 pages, so this one always looks way different.
So Nemrick is not involved in it at all now with the appraisal.
I don't believe so. I think they're, with the grievance, I think
Unless
they're
it goes to
done.
court, then I think that they're involved. Is that correct?
I don't even think they're involved then.
I think they are.
I don't think so.
Huh?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I think now they've like finished their job.
You can call them to testify, but they are not mandated to go.
No, I think it's all on our listers now.
Property owners.
And property
Hey,
owners.
so Christie, are these, when you approve these, are these are they getting put to the separate?
To where they're supposed to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Like it's
Yes.
not just going to one.
Excuse
line.
me, thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad that we've gotten what we can done of the painting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like
That's-
this has been a great option.
Yeah,
So you have to always pay a Bennington County
Did you
tax
see what he was
twice a
using
year.
paint?
I heard, I didn't see it.
Yeah, for their
But-
It
court
looks like a
system and
lawnmower.
everything else.
It wasn't
It-
even,
it
it
was
worked
the
great.
size
That there are
of a
counties that we should be
8-foot
blessed
table.
with them.
Yep.
And he sat on it, and, but, it- you know, I mean, a line painting truck probably costs $200,000. And if he gets the job done, we really don't
Absolutely, no, I
care.
just thought it was
At
hilarious.
least he's gotten more done than the last 2 years we've hired somebody. Because I don't think they did it all, did they, last 2 years, Lisa? I think they just ran out of time because they were so late in the season.
I just didn't understand who was mowing outside my house when they went by the house. I was like, what is happening? I know the dogs didn't like it.
3 and 5 I've done. You got any, you've done?
Oh, that's not one. I did get a message during the meeting, this school is hoping Trevor goes up and fixes that septic thing. Will you talk to him about that? Great, thank you.
They probably won't get done before they're out of school, which is fine.
They're already out of school. But
Well,
just,
then he definitely won't get it done.
but just so it's, our part is done since we lifted it. God, these floodlights are just terrible lately.
I thought he thought that somebody else was
That's not
responsible.
what happened.
He thought that, but it wasn't.
No, when
I-
we pushed
I
back,
know, I
we
don't
lifted
forget anything,
it.
I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
I talked it over with him and,
Okay.
well, I said, no, we're just gonna fix it. I believe that we caused the problem.
I just didn't want some poor little kid to fall in it and drown in the septic tank. I mean, the hole was this big.
You had 3?
No, thank you.
But
Oh, I
yeah,
should've given that
I told him we
to
would,
you.
Okay.
we would take care of it.
This
Great,
one I
thank
haven't
you.
done yet.
Okay, I've done those two.
If someone has the pay order number and the total amount, and they are available.
It's in
I
the
would
red
like to-
folder.
Oh, thank you.
I want, now I want to see this.
It's just the one? Does it look like he invented it himself?
Yes, there's only one pay order.
Thank
All I
you.
know is we came up behind him and the truck kept asking us to go around, but the corner was blind, so I refused to do it.
Yeah.
And then the line striper lost his paint bucket.
Oh,
It was just a
Jesus.
mess, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I just didn't want to die.
No, I stayed behind him. Well, Christie was actually behind me. I had my flashers on going
Yeah,
down
I mean,
Old Town
I
Road.
wasn't in any hurry whatsoever.
No, but the car in front of me just wanted to pass him, and
Yeah,
I'm thinking, are you kidding? On Stony Hill Corner, you're gonna pass a truck and a paint guy and,
That
oh my
corner's
God.
really-
We have a problem whenever we're responding to a situation with lights and siren on the fire department. People will put it off until they get to a corner, and then they'll stop or slow down and expect you to pass them on a
Yeah.
corner. And you just can't.
I refuse to, I refuse
I
to
had-
put myself in danger to.
I was coming from Russellville the other day. That was after we almost got hit on Jamaica Mountain. So we're coming back. Lawrence is worried he's gonna die on the way home. 3 cars, well, it started with 1, and then a total of 3 cars pulled out and passed other cars right in front of Heather's while I was in the bridge.
Had 3, 4, is there a 1?
This one always
The red one.
irks me.
Okay.
Is that the county tax?
Bennington
Well, it
County,
just sent her over the edge too, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen.
Bennington County always,
She wondered what she was getting for her money.
well,
Not much.
when I,
You got a $3,000 presentation you didn't go to the other.
Twice, didn't, because you had another one, you had the wetlands
Yeah,
one.
that was different.
Oh, that was
That's a
different.
different organization.
Okay, well, that was, for 6 people, that was good, well spent $3,000,
So
wasn't
you've
it?
gotten everything you need from elevation now?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep, we have signed contract,
cool.
and hopefully a check will be made, yep, good.
what's
That's what brought it
is that
up.
deposit?
Yeah.
$1,000.
Okay. So have you, Christie, have you seen all 5 of them now?
All 5 of.
I'm giving her the 5th one right now,
Okay.
Oh, yes, I'm
I
sorry.
need 1.
which is the red one. We're guessing.
Does anybody need 2?
I already had 2.
I don't, I've already
I think
had,
I've done everything.
I wrote them down so I keep track of
Me
them.
too.
Yes.
It's definitely easier than the piles were, but still.
Yeah, because when we broke the piles up, they were always,
And then we get them all mixed up, jumbled up or Al, whoever was doing them.
I'm not sure Al will get much done tomorrow since he'll be out at the pre-bid. It's been very busy here.
yeah,
Actually, Teresa had to help the other day, Stuart's had to help downstairs. It's great. Training new people and they don't even know it yet.
Sorry.
You just keep bringing those cream puffs so they won't be able to complain because their mouth will be full.
Josh said his were gone before he hit the end of the driveway.
Oh my God. I had 5, Teresa.
That's a lot.
I think I had,
It was a lot, but my sugar really didn't go up, I think because of the type of cream you used inside the filling.
That was
Oh, is that what you were talking about?
Oh my God.
Those were insane.
Well, they're not cinnamon sugar and they're not pastry dough, Christie, so I know they're not your favorite.
I know, you
And
said.
Josh told me I had to make cinnamon rolls next time, but that's what he thought I was making yesterday.
okay. So we have the pay order, do you have the number, 93398?
I did.
Okay, And the total amount is $145,752.15. Can I get a motion on it?
Can I make a motion to approve the pay order as Stuart read it?
93398.
I second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So I think we've done past minutes, review bills, approve warrants. I guess we're just going to go into executive session. Do we need anybody back?
I have a, do we need anybody back?
I'm saying, do we need Lissa back so she can go home? It is, if we, nothing that we have to ask her to do
I don't think
with
we
what
do.
we're
I just have
talking
one
about.
question I can ask you that's not a camera question, but it's a quick question.
Okay.
We're going to
So,
pick Names for a reason.
Need to sign it?
To sign
do
it.
we want Robin to stay to record? I mean, we're going to be a little while.
Well, we don't know if we're gonna come out and do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I guess we're going to be a little bit longer,
That's
Robin.
okay.
Okay.
Are you making an hourly wage?
Yeah.
Okay, good, that's what
I'm
matters.
sorry, I just
Sorry, Stacy.
That's okay.
Don't worry about it.
trying to keep
You're
it.
probably gonna get a cola too, so don't worry.
Robin, if I
Cola?
reached out to Keegan, I was searching online for a specific recording date, and I couldn't, sometimes I struggle to pull him up on YouTube. Is he the person I should ask for that?
For a specific date,
Yeah, like a recording that I was looking for.
possibly, yeah, he might refer you to someone else. but
Okay.
I think he might know that.
Okay, great, yeah, I had sent him a little message, I just wanted to make sure I was going in the right direction.
All right,
Thank you.
so are we ready to go into executive session? Can I get a motion?
Yeah, so I'll make a
Let-
motion to.
When you go down, would you put that in Deb's
Yeah.
stuff? So I don't take it home with me like I've done sometimes. I get it out to,
I'll make a motion to go into executive session for personnel matters at 8:48.
huge,
No,
a monumental change here.
All right.
Okay, we're good? Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna make a motion to come out of executive session at 9:46.
I'm gonna second that.
Motion made and seconded, come out of executive session, 9:46. All in favor? Aye.
I would like to follow that up with, I'd like to make a motion to hire Caroline Wallace as town administrator, starting immediately, with the starting salary of $92,000 annually. She also does not require medical, dental, or eye insurance from the town, and there will be a 6-month probation period for both of us to check in with each other.
Can I just say it starts tomorrow, just for ease?
Yeah, it's tomorrow, the 18th. Is it tomorrow's the 18th?
Yes.
Yes, and then she will get all the other benefits that all employees
That are required.
receive, yes.
I second.
Motion made and seconded.
Yes, you're
Two.
He
recusing.
recuses.
Motion was made and seconded that we hire Caroline Wallace as town administrator. Is there any other discussion? Any questions? I see no hands raised. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Yay, let's throw the confetti up in the air. Congratulations, welcome to the team.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Oh, it's another team that we get to spend time together.
Yes.
Look, if I get
Okay.
served divorce
Do
papers,
we
I'll know it's
have-
over.
Anything else to come before the meeting?
No.
Sweet baby Jesus.
I make a motion to, are you good? I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn this meeting at 9:48.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn?
We're not joining.
No,
Adjourn.
we're
All in
done.
favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Now, I will be waiting for you to pick me up at like 9:15.
Read that. Oh, we didn't talk
think
about
that's all the
hours.
information.
Should we talk about hours quickly?
14 a
No,
day.
you can decide.
About 14 a day.
How many hours do you want me to clock in the office?
It's,
Do you have feelings about it?
We want you to be a full-time employee, so probably, you know, 7 hours or something, you know, I mean, right?
Yeah, I
well-
feel like there's gonna be stuff that falls outside of normal hours. I don't have an expectation that you be here 8 hours
I
every
think
day.
the only thing we asked about hours is that there were regular hours.
Yes,
If you're-
absolutely.
You need to say, I'm going to be there from 8 to 2 or
She's
whatever,
Yeah.
and you- so that people can come see you if they need to.
That's it.
The only thing that we required.
Okay, well, that will actually come to pass because I'm thinking of